Once again, ladies and gentlemen, good evening and welcome to TD Bank Ballpark for Game 4 of the Liberty Division Championship Series. Tonight, the Lancaster Barnstormers take on your Somerset Patriots. Our first pitch tonight is scheduled for 7:05. And once again, the Patriots would like to thank the game sponsor and the sponsor of our 2014 playoffs, the Palace at Somerset Park. Right now, ladies and gentlemen, it's time to grab your scorecards and fill out the starting lineups. First, for the visiting Lancaster Barnstormers. Leading off, number 7, the center fielder, Greg Dolson. Batting second and playing second, number 10, Olmo Rosario. Hitting third, number 2 at first base, Blake Galen. Batting cleanup and playing left field, number 8, Cole Garner. Hitting fifth, number 24, the DH, Andrew Clark. Hitting sixth, the third baseman, number 30, Wilson Batista. Batting seventh, number 35, in right field, Brett Carroll. Batting eighth, the shortstop, number 4, Lance Zawatsky. And rounding out the order, hitting ninth, number 27, the catcher, Juan Apodaca. On the mound this evening for the Barnstormers, number 19, Matt Packer. Butch Hobson is the manager of the Lancaster Barnstormers. And now, the starting lineup for your Somerset Patriots. Leading off this evening, wearing number 6, the center fielder, Johnny Tucker. Batting second in left field, number 5, Ty Wright. Hitting third, number 34, the designated hitter, Jake Fox. Batting cleanup and playing third base, number 15, Corey Smith. Batting fifth, wearing number 2, the right fielder, Luis Montañez. Hitting sixth at first base, number 35, Daryle Ward. Batting seventh, number 21, the catcher, Adam Donahue. Hitting eighth and playing second base, number 13, Jeff Dominguez. And batting ninth, number 1, shortstop, Scott Kelly. On the mound for Game 4, for the Patriots, wearing number 38, Gary Moran. The coaching staff for your Somerset Patriots, Corey Donnell is the pitching coach. Shane Spencer is the third base and hitting coach. And the manager, your Somerset Patriots, number 29, Brett Jody. All right, ladies and gentlemen, coming out of the first base tunnel, put your hands together. Let's welcome to the field the big dog. Here comes Sparky. Wait for it.
Somerset Patriots! First pitch cranked to deep right center field. The 1-2 outs and runners on second and third. Hit to deep left field. Going back is Finnick. Warning track wall. Gone. Strike 3. Got him on the changeup. The 1-0. This ball is gone off the scoreboard. Patriots win. Somerset!
Hello, Patriot fans. It's a beautiful day to get some rays here at the Jewel of the Atlantic League that is TD Bank Ballpark. It's Game 4 of the 2014 Liberty Division Series, brought to you by the Palace at Somerset Park. The Patriots lead this best-of-5 series 2-1. Last night, Somerset won the pivotal Game 3 thanks to great defense, timely hitting, and stellar pitching. Let's take a look at some of the highlights. On Friday, September 26th, the Somerset Patriots host the Lancaster Barnstormers from TD Bank Ballpark in Game 3 of the Liberty Division Series. The energy was palpable as there were 7,483 fans in attendance. We were scoreless heading the bottom of the third inning when the hottest hitter on the team, Ty Wright, came up to the plate.
On its way. Ground ball through the right side for a base hit. Rounding third and heading for home is Jeff Dominguez. The throw from Cole Gardner is going to be cut off in the infield. It's a go-ahead RBI single by Ty Wright, who's tagged out between first and second.
The Patriots would add their second and final run in the home half of the fifth inning. This time, Jeff Dominguez was the hero for the second time in as many nights.
Crank deep to right field. Going back is Gardner. Warning track wall, and it's going to be gone. Home run for Jeff Dominguez. Big insurance run for the Patriots. His first of the postseason, and the Patriots lead 2-0 here in the fifth. Oh, it was the hanging breaking ball that he teed off on. He poured it deep down the right field line.
Well, just through that bat, I was looking something the same thing. I was the bat before he tried to slide it into me. Same thing, just try to elevate the ball and try to put a good swing on it. Good luck enough to get it out of the park.
The starting pitcher, Josh Lowey, was stellar, hurling 6.2 innings, striking out 9 batters as he earned the win. John Hunton notched his second save in as many nights as the Patriots won 2-1, and they now take a 2-1 lead in this best-of-5 Liberty Division Series.
You know, I was able to locate the fastball early and then mixed up some off-speed pitches, and I was able to command both sides of the zone tonight, and it worked out really well for me.
Well, that's enough relaxing time. It's time to go to work. It's almost go time. When we come back, we'll have starting lineups. We'll have first pitch. We'll have baseball right here on SPN.TV.
The playoffs are here. We've worked all year to get to this point. 25 guys playing as one for one purpose.
To be crowned champions.
Because there's nothing like winning the last game of the season.
One shot at glory, winner takes all.
To give everything you got.
And leave everything out on the field.
Where heroes are made and legends are born.
A chance to take care of unfinished business.
To walk away from this game knowing that for that moment, you are the best.
To remind those who have forgotten who we are.
To lead the charge.
Live from TD Bank Ballpark in lovely Bridgewater, New Jersey, SPN.TV and WCTC proudly present another production of Somerset Patriots Baseball. As tonight, your Somerset Patriots host the Lancaster Barnstormers in Game 4 of the 2014 Liberty Division Series. This best-of-5 set as the Patriots lead 2-1. Hello, everyone. Welcome inside the Fullerton.com press box. I am the voice of the Somerset Patriots, Justin Antwell. While Somerset had their backs against the wall after losing Game 1 3-1, they rallied off 2 straight victories, an epic come-from-behind rally in Game 2 at Clipper Magazine Stadium to salvage a split. Pivotal Game 3 last night, and Somerset, they led the charge to victory. They led from start to finish as they edged the Barnstormers 2-1 to take a commanding 2-1 series lead. The champagne is on ice in the Patriots clubhouse, 1 win away from advancing to their 10th championship series in franchise history and their 2nd straight championship series under the Brett Jody era. Should be a good one tonight. The righty Gary Moran, 11-5 with a 4.06 ERA. He led the team in wins for Somerset. He toes the rubber for the Patriots tonight. The one concern you might have about Gary is he's not pitched since September 17th. He's had 10 days off. We'll see how the long layoff affects him. Meanwhile, Lancaster, they're going with a solid lefty in Matt Packer. In 4 starts in the Atlantic League, he went 2-0 with a 1.92 ERA. He began the year in affiliate ball with the Cleveland Indians organization. A beautiful, gorgeous day. It feels like it's July 27th, even though it is September 27th. Thanks to all for listening, whether it be locally in Central Jersey on 1450 AM on your radio dial, maybe across the globe on WCTCAM.com, maybe online via SPN.TV, or maybe via our free iPhone, iPad, or Android app. Just search 1450 WCTC in the App Store and download that free app immediately. Glad to have Mike Lawrence board hopping for me in our CTC headquarters. Great to have our broadcast venue production crew led by Andrea Lorenzo, Pat McManus, and Andy Slowecki. In the booth just to my left, Gary Moran and his teammates are just taking the field right now. Somerset leads this best-of-5 set 2-1. The Barnstormers will get up on the top step of the dugout, down the third base line. Somerset, they had great defense last night. In this series, it's been about timely hits. They have 8 runs in this series with the Patriots. 6 of them have occurred with 2 outs. The 2-out hitting is the formula for success in the postseason. Well, we're just about ready for the national anthem, so we're going to step aside. When we come back, we'll have starting lineups. We'll have first pitch, and we'll have baseball, game number 4 of this best-of-5 Liberty Division set. About to be underway on SPN.TV and 1450 WCTC and WCTCAM.com.
Caps on to honor America. With the singing of our national anthem, Stephen Snow. Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of blood red.
Of this Liberty Division series as the Patriots lead this best-of-5 set 2-1. So beautiful rendition by Stephen Snow from the local men's choir here in Bridgewater as we are just about ready for baseball. So let's meet the starting lineups. First for the visiting Lancaster Barnstormers, led by 4th-year skipper Butch Hobson, leading off Greg Golson in center field, batting second Olmo Rosario at second base, hitting third Blake Galen at first base, cleaning up Cole Gardner in left field, batting fifth Andrew Clark at DH, hitting 6th, Wilson Batista at third base, and 7, 8, 9, respectively, Brett Carroll in right field, Lance Awatsky at shortstop, and Juan Apodaca, the catcher, rounds out the order. These 9 gentlemen
He'll be facing the righty hurler, the tall, lanky righty, Gary Moran, 6'8", 265-pound, 29-year-old from Morgan Hills, California. He has brought his West Coast swag here to the East Coast. He throws the 2-seam fastball, 4-seam fastball, cutter, curveball. He's got a good changeup as well to keep hitters off balance. Likes to throw his secondary pitches. Has good command of all his pitches that he has in his arsenal. On the season, 11-5 record, 4.06 ERA, 25 games, 24 starts, 146 innings logged, 157 hits allowed, 108 Ks, 37 walks, so a 3-to-1 strikeout to walk ratio. And opponents hit .275 against Gary Moran, who's making his first start in 10 days. Last time he towed the rubber was September 17th at Southern Maryland when he suffered the loss. In his 24 starts, the Patriots are 18-6 when he toes the rubber. This guy makes everybody around him better. He's going to keep your team in the game no matter what. Here's the defense playing behind Gary Moran this evening. Left to right in the outfield. It's right, Tucker, Montanez. Left to right on the diamond, Smith, Kelly, Dominguez, Ward. And the batter made to the aforementioned Gary Moran is the all-star, Adam Donahue. So Jody puts the kid Kelly at shortstop to tighten up his defense. He's going to sacrifice a little offense. Last night they played Domo at short. They brought Tucker in to play second. They had Eggleston in the lineup. But I guess with Matt Packer, the lefty starting for Lancaster, that's why they sat the lefty Eggleston on the bench. Well, here comes Greg Golson. He is 3 for 10 in the postseason. Golson is one of 7 ex-big leaguers on the Barnstormers. The Patriots have 8 ex-big leaguers in their squad, so 15 of the 50 active players in this postseason series were once in the show. As the first pitch is poured in for a called strike, it is officially go time at 7:07 p.m. Eastern Time. We are underway from the jewel of the Atlantic League that is TD Bank Ballpark that opened up 16 years ago. It looks 16 days old, this venue. In for another called strike, count 0-2. And it'll be real interesting to see how Gary Moran does early on. We'll know if he has his stuff early on. Like I said, that long layoff can't be easy to deal with. This ball socked to left. Right's there, drifting back to make the catch. 1 away. So 3 pitches and 1 out to start this game. It's 317 feet in the left field line, 315 feet in the right field line, 365 in the gaps, and 402 to dead center field. This will bring up Olmo Rosario. He had an ugly game last night. He went 0 for 4 with 4 strikeouts. Received the golden sombrero. He definitely does not like facing the Lowy brothers. He struck out 3 times against Josh and once against Jason. First pitch is blooped into right center field. This will get down for a base hit. Wide Benet turned around first, but Olmo will hold up right there. Olmo Rosario played in 20 regular season games with Lancaster. He had safely in 18 of them. This guy's a good hitter. He's a career .311 hitter in 10 minor league seasons, and he gets a 1-out base knock. Runner on first, 1 out, scoreless top of the first, and here comes the 2012 Atlantic League MVP, Blake Galen. Umpires for you this evening. It's the same 4-man crew that we dealt with last night. Freddie DeJesus at second base, Rich Katz at third base, the home plate umpire Steve Leonardo, and the crew chief is the first base ump, Manny Alejandro. Righty pitcher, lefty batter. In for a called strike, count 0-1. Gary Moran made 4 starts against Lancaster in the regular season. He went 1-1 with an ERA of 5.87. Galen just 2 for 9 in the series. But one of those hits single-handedly won the Stormers their lone game that they've won in the series. That was that go-ahead 2-run homer off Maloney in Game 1. This is a breaking ball that skips away from Donnie. He is almost going to go to second. He's thinking about third, but he's going to stop at second right there. Gary Moran likes to throw the breaking ball, so you really have to trust your battery mate to block balls that are in the dirt. That takes away the double play threat, so you have a runner on second now, 1 out after that wild pitch. But when you look at Gary Moran, those two, you look at the 1-1 record with a 5.87 ERA, that really doesn't do it justice because his first 2 starts against Lancaster were extremely subpar. His last 2 were tremendous. But his first 2 starts were so subpar that his ERA against them is still high. Low and in, count 2-1. In fact, he began the year in the rotation, then he struggled so much he was taken out of the rotation. Then once so many players left to go to affiliate ball and go overseas, Jody and Domel gave him one more shot to come back in the rotation, and he led the team in wins with 11. The 2-1 upstairs, count 3-1. And what I've noticed about Gary Moran is when he's on, this is a guy who could retire like 18 of 20 batters he faces. But when things go awry for Gary, they can snowball on him in a hurry, and the game could unravel quickly. The 3-1 Low and in, he walked him. You know, you don't mind walking Galen. He's the most feared hitter in the lineup. Moran's specialty is the double play ball. He's induced the most double plays on the team. So 2 on, 1 out. Scoreless in the top of the first inning, and here comes Cole Garner, the cleanup hitter. Garner had a sensational regular season. In fact, Garner may well be the 2014 Atlantic League MVP. Now, the postseason awards are not announced till after the championship series, so they'll be announced sometime in October. But Garner, in my humble opinion, is one of 4 clear-cut candidates to win that MVP award. He was top 3 in the league in the Triple Crown categories. Swing and a miss, count 0-1. Led the league in home runs with 26. 3rd in the league in RBI, 92. 3rd in the league in batting average at 312. But he's been stymied in this series, just 2 for 12. He is prone to the strikeout, had the 5th most strikeouts in the regular season at 114. Already has 3 Ks in this postseason series. The 0-1. Inside, count 1-1. Patriots got it by 2nd-year skipper Brett Jody down the first base line. Stormers got it by 4th-year skipper Butch Hobson down the third base line. This is the first ever time that these two teams have matched up in the postseason. The 1-1. Ground ball to short. This should be 2. 6-4. The return throw to first is going to be not in time. Good hard takeout slide by Blake Galen at second. Nullifies the double play. So good hustle by Gardner as well. But you got to credit Galen with a hard takeout slide. We saw a hard takeout slide from Eggleston in Game 2 that kept the rally going. And we'll see if that hard takeout slide by Galen looms large. But Gary gets it out. It's a 6-4 fielder's choice. So men on the corners, 2 outs, scoreless in the top of the first. And here comes Andrew Clark. He was responsible for the lone run for the Stormers last night. Hit a solo shot with 1 out in the top of the 7th off Josh Lowy. That was the lone blemish on Lowey's stat line. 6 2/3 innings, 9 Ks, 1 run. And the winning effort, in for a called strike count 0-1 as Lowy improved his postseason record to 7-1. Clark's just making his 2nd start of the postseason. He did not start games 1 and 2. This is a Lancaster team that loves to hit the long ball. They hit 52 more home runs than any other team in the regular season. Men on the corners, the 0-1 with 2 outs. Low and away, count 1-1. Clark began his college tenure at Ole Miss, and he transferred to the University of Louisville, where he was an All-American in college. This is his first year in the Atlantic League. Big guy, 6'3", 230. Peaked at the Double-A level. And Gary's going to throw over and check on the trail runner. Nothing doing. Gary Moran, big-time pitcher. I mean, you look at his career numbers, got great stuff. 6 years, 42-23 overall record with a 3.14 ERA. He's been a winner everywhere he's been. Cue shot foul behind home plate. Now he's adding the count 1-2. And he had never dealt with failure before, but he really struggled the first month of the season. But he learned from his mistakes, and now he's pitching in the biggest game of the season. A chance to propel the Patriots to the championship series. It'll be a 1-2. Breaking ball swung on and missed, strike 3. Skips away from Donahue, throws to first to get an angle on it, and he got him. So nicely done by Gary Moran to strand a pair on the corners. Through a half inning of play, it's none for Lancaster. Somerset, they're coming to bat right here on SPN.TV and 1450 WCTC and WCTCAM.com.
I am General Admission, and I see a whole army of my countrymen here in defiance of tyranny. You have come to fight as free men, and free men you are. What will you do without freedom? Will you fight?
No! We will run! And we will live!
Fight, and you may die. Run, and you will live, at least a little while. And dying in your bed many years from now, would you be willing to trade all those days from now until then for that one chance, just one chance to come back as young men and tell our enemies that they may take our lives, but they will never take our freedom? Somerset! Somerset! Somerset!
Will benefit Captain Greg Galazzi. Greg was seriously injured while serving as a U.S. Army Ranger in Afghanistan. Please support this American hero tonight. Again, that 50-50 is located behind section 201.
The Somerset Patriots would like to thank the Palace at Somerset Park for being the sponsor of the 2014 playoffs. Thomas Esparto Roofing, LLC is your local roofing experts proudly serving Somerset County. Call us today at 732-560-8311 or visit us online at thomasballardoRoofing.com. Bottom of the first we go. We're scoreless. Let's meet the starting lineup for your homestanding Somerset Patriots, led by second-year skipper Brett Jody. Leading off, Johnny Tucker in center field, batting second, Ty Wright in left field. Hitting third, Jake Fox at DH, cleaning up Corey Smith at third base. Hitting fifth, Luis Montanez in right field, batting sixth, Daryle Ward at first base, and 7, 8, 9 respectively, Adam Donahue at catcher, Jeff Dominguez at second base, and Scott Kelly, the shortstop, rounds out the order. These 9 gentlemen will be facing the southpaw Matt Packer, 6 foot, 227-year-old. 200-pound 27-year-old from Rockville, Maryland. He's peaked at the AAA level in 4 Atlantic League starts, 2-0 record, 1.92 ERA, 23.1 innings pitched, 22 hits allowed, 15 Ks, 5 walks. Opponents at 239 against Packer. First pitch to Tucker, who led off last night's game with a double, is in for a called strike. Count 0-1. The Patriots only have 4 extra base hits in this series. Tucker has 2 of them, 2 doubles. The 0-1. In for a called strike, count 0-2. The other 2 extra base hits, the game-winning RBI double by Fox in Game 2 in the 11th inning, and of course the solo homer by Dominguez that proved to be the difference in the 2-1 victory last night in the pivotal Game 3. It'll be an 0-2 to Tux. Choppered in the third base line, foul. Tux hitting .214 in the postseason, no homers, 1 RBI. He's had great at-bats, though. Really works the count well, and that's why Jody loves him in the leadoff slot, as this is his 3rd straight year with the Patriots. 31 years old from El Sobrante, California. The 0-2. Lays off the changeup away. Count 1-2. Packer made 1 start in the regular season against Somerset. He endured a no decision back on September 2nd, lasted 5.1 innings, gave up 2 earned runs. And that outing gave a home run to Daryle Ward. The 1-2, it's a broken back grounder to the third base line, foul. And while Tucker gets a new bat, let's tell you about the defense here for the Lancaster Barnstormers. Left to right in the outfield, it's going to be Gardner, Golson, and Carroll. Left to right around the diamond, Batista, Zawatsky, Rosario, Galen, and the batter made a Packer is Juan Apodaca. So scoreless, bottom of the first. Nobody out, nobody on. It'll be a 1-2 count to Tucker, who just broke his bat and a squibber hit down the third base line. Great crowd on hand here. How about the crowd last night? Palpable energy, 7,483. Packer is pitching, and he knows this is literally a must-win situation for the Barnstormers to force a decisive Game 5 tomorrow, 105. Low and in, count 2-2. Packer, a 32nd round draft pick in 2009 by the Cleveland Indians at the University of Virginia. Smart guy. The 2-2. This ball is hit up the middle for a base hit. So a 6-pitch at bat results in a single up the gut for Johnny Tucker. So a great start for the Somerset Patriots. 1 on, nobody out. Scoreless, bottom of the first. And here comes the hottest hitter in all of baseball. I don't care what league you're talking about. Nobody is hotter than Ty Wright. He's hit safely in each of the first 3 games of this postseason. 2 hits on Game 1, 4 hits in Game 2. 1 hit last night that broke the scoreless time, resulted in an RBI single. He is 7 for 12 in the postseason with 3 ribbies. All 7 hits, singles. And they've all been hit hard except for his bunt single. That was in Game 1. He shows bunt. He drops it on the third base line. Packer barehands it, throw to first. It's going to be down the right field line. Tucker's going to go from second to third. And now Spencer's waving around third, but Tucker's going to stop at third base right there. Wow, so Ty Wright catches Lancaster off guard. We just talked about he did lay down a bunt, and then he drops a bunt on a surprise bunt down the third base line. We'll see how they score that. Will it be a straight-up error, or will it be a single and an error? It definitely will be an error involved. Will they give him a hit or not is the question. Regardless, you have runners on second and third, nobody out. And it's going to be an E1, so it'll be a sac bunt for Ty Wright and an E1. So men on second and third, nobody out. Packer, the pitcher, just airmailed that throw down the right field line. And Tucker was able to go from second to third, then Wright went to second. Well, here comes the reigning Atlantic League MVP, Jake Fox, hitting just .231 in the series. He was the difference in Game 2 in the 11-inning win. Swings to the first pitch, grounds to the short. Infield was playing back. A run's going to score. Tucker crosses home. It's an RBI groundout for Jake Fox. The Patriots draw first blood. They lead 1-0 here in the first. And that was all set up on the E1 by the pitcher Packer. So Wright stays at second. 1-0 Patriots lead, bottom of the first. 1 out, runner on first. And here comes Corey Smith. And you know Gary Moran has to love this early run support. Here's Corey Smith. He has been struggling in the postseason. Only 2 hits, had 3 Ks last night. Did have a double, almost had an RBI, but Fox was thrown out at the plate last night. Both of Smith's hits were to right field in this series. And Smitty's going well when he's using right field. When he's trying to pull off on everything is when he starts struggling. And he pulls off on this one and pops it up in a dead center field. Backpedaling is going to be the second baseman, but it's the center fielder Golson that charges in to corral it. 2 outs. Bottom of the first. Runner on second. 1-0 Patriots lead. And here comes Luis Montanez. You know, you're really waiting for the middle of the order to get going here. Fox, Smith, and Monty haven't produced like they did in the regular season. Now, of course, Fox had the game-winning RBI double in the 11th, but Smith hasn't done much. Monty hasn't done much. It's really been the Ty Wright and Jeff Dominguez show. And don't forget about Donahue and Tucker. They've done well as well offensively. But, I mean, they haven't gotten much out of Ward. And that just goes to show you how complimentary this team is. You know, you don't need the middle of the order to succeed to do well. It's that next man up mentality. Guys pick each other up. It'll be a 1-0 here to Monty, who was second in the team in RBI. Hits this one down the right field line, foul, 1-1. Monty just 2 for 12 in the postseason. This is his second year with the Patriots, his first time in the postseason. Remember, last year he left to go to affiliate ball with the Angels organization back in June. But that affiliate ball stint was short-lived because he broke his ribs. Great crowd on hand here for Game 4 of the Liberty Division Series. Patriots lead 1-0 in the bottom of the first. 2 outs, runner on second. Foul in the netting behind home plate. Count 1-2. Packer throws the fastball, slider, changeup, just 3 pitches. The pitcher Packer actually began the year in affiliate ball with the Indians organization in Double-A. Then he was released, and he went to the Frontier League and played well for the Normal Corn Belters. And then he was a September call-up here in the Atlantic League. So he's been playing for 3 different teams in this calendar year. Been a nomad. Monty's been with the Patriots in spring training. The 1-2. Breaking ball low and in. Apodaca tried to frame it to no avail. Deuce is wild here. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Number 2 at the plate. Ty Wright on second base. Patriots trying for a 2-0 lead. Any ball hit to the outfield. The real Shane Spencer over at third will tear his rotator cuff off to send right home. The Somerset will look for another run here in the home half of the first. The 2-2. Fly ball into shallow left field. Sprinting in is Cole Gardner. This ball is going to be caught. Sliding. Feet first catch by Cole Gardner. Good job of the third base umpire, Rich Katz, to go out there to make sure he did not trap the ball. He caught it as the Patriots strand a runner in scoring position, but they played a run thanks to a throwing error from Matt Packer. Patriots lead 1-0 through 1. Top of the second we go here on ESPN.TV and 1450 WCTC and WCTCAM.com.
Winning. Extreme winning. Winning extreme winning. Play the New Jersey Lottery X games and multiply your cash prize 5, 10, 20, even 50 times with a top prize of $1 million. Now that's extreme winning. Get your tickets today and give your dreams a chance.
And him for slider.
The second inning is brought to you by Somerville Aluminum, full-service home remodeling, servicing New Jersey since 1950. Visit our new state-of-the-art showroom at 20 County Line Road in Ferraro, in Branchburg for all your home remodeling needs. Do your project once, go with the pro. Somerville Aluminum. Call them at 908-725-8401 or get at www.somervillealuminum.com. Looking for a great deal on a car? You'll score big savings at your Tri-State Ford dealer. Proud sponsor of Somerset Patriots baseball. Visit TriStateFord.com for more information today. First pitch swinging is Wilson Batista, and he grounds one in the hole through the right side, but a diving play is made by Jeff Dominguez to throw to first and get the out. One pitch, one out, and the 4-3 put out. Good athletic play by Domo. Well, I talked about it ad nauseum throughout this series. I think the most important innings for the Somerset pitchers are the shutdown innings, particularly after the Patriots arm the pitcher with a lead. In the ensuing half inning, it's up to the pitcher to throw a 0 on the board. Get that offense back out in the batter's box while they're hot, and do not let the Stormers get any life. The Stormers are already feeling the pressure. In for a called strike, count 0-1. Brett Carroll is really struggling, 0 for 8, 3 Ks in the series. And he chops this one weakly to short, fielded by Scott Kelly. Throw to first is going to be in time, 2 away. 3 pitches, 2 outs, top of the second, 1-0 Patriots lead. And here comes Lance Owatsky. The Barnstormers only had 11 hits in their last 20 innings heading into this series, heading into this game 4. Here is Lance Owatsky. He's just 1 for 10 in the series from San Antonio, Texas. Righty pitcher, lefty batter. Well, it's time for the Flemington Car and Truck Country family of dealerships' upcoming events calendar. Well, if the Barnstormers do come back and win tonight, we would have Game 5 tomorrow. We'll be on the air at 1 o'clock straight up, 1:05 first pitch. The winner of this series will play the winner of the Sugarland York series. York leads that best-of-5 set 2-1. Getting a refresh in the computer, they are going to the top of the 4th inning, and they're scoreless between Sugarland and York. The 1-1 is Zawatsky's weakly grounded to Gary Moran, who's going to flip it to Daryle Ward at first for a 6-pitch, 1-2-3 shutdown inning by Gary Moran. We're through an inning and a half, 1-0 Patriots lead. Bottom of the second we go right here on SPN.TV and 1450 WCTC and WCTCAM.com.
Everybody loves coupons. Now you can save money every day. Watch your mailbox for the big red, white, and blue money mailer envelope. Inside, you'll find valuable coupons to save lots of money on things you use every day. In the money mailer envelope, you'll find savings from your favorite local restaurants, plus savings on auto care and home repairs. Save on picture framing, house cleaning, hair care, tanning, massage, eye care, and more. There are even more money-saving coupons online. Visit moneymailer.com. Start saving now. To advertise, call 1-800-MAILER-1. 1-800-MAILER-1.
Looking for incredible savings and selection on leading brands of furniture and bedding? Visit Flemington Department Store. Family owned and operated for over 50 years. Our 2-acre showroom features the brands you want, all at exceptional values. Flemington's highly trained furniture experts are not on commission, so you can experience a pressure-free and informative shopping experience. Come explore the best-kept secret in New Jersey at the Flemington Department Store on Route 31 in Flemington.
Affinity Federal Credit Union, banking, investing, advising. Learn how you can belong to something better at www.joinaffinity.com. We know you got to rock your style from Monday to morning to Sunday night. That's why Supercuts open 7 days a week. Your schedule is our priority, so we're open most evenings. No appointments necessary. Check out supercuts.com to find your nearest Supercuts to rock the cut wherever you want. Supercuts, a cut above the rest. Getting their cuts in the bottom of the second will be Ward, Donahue, and Dominguez. Lefty-righty switch hitter. Patriots lead 1-0 thanks to the RBI groundout by Jake Fox back in the first. And now time is called by Daryle Ward. Ward did very well in the regular season against Lancaster. In 7 games, had 8 RBI and 3 home runs. Hasn't done much this postseason. He has struck out a handful of times. Low and away, count 1-0. The elder statesman of the team, 6 Ks in the series, and he's 6 years older than anyone else in the team. The 1-0. Weak ground ball in the first baseline foul, count 1-1. But maybe Ward will find some success in this at bat because he homered off Matt Packer back on September 2nd, earlier this month. That was at Clipper Magazine Stadium. Of course, we're now in the Garden State here at TD Bank Ballpark. It'll be a 1-1 here to Ward. Nobody out, nobody on. 1-0 Patriots lead in the second. This ball's hit right to short. Zawadzki collects the ball, throws to first, 1 away. You know, we just alluded to the Sugarland, New York game. You know, we want to send our thoughts and prayers out to Sean Smith. I mean, what a heroic home run that was last night. Smith tied the game at 2 with a home run to deep left center field. And then, as he rounded first base, he tore his right ACL. So he hobbled from first to home the rest of the way on his left leg. And as he crossed home plate, he was greeted by his entire teammates and entire coaching staff as they carried him off the field. And the Revs ended up winning that game 3-2 in 10 innings on a Yohan Limonta game-winning RBI single with the bases loaded. And that play was actually #1 on SportsCenter Top 10 this morning. So the Atlantic League getting some national publicity. Sean Smith, a former Patriot in 2008 and 2009. Won 2 championships with Somerset. In for a called strike, count 1-1. But that's got to be tough to tear your ACL, rounding the bases, you know, hitting a home run. The 1-1. Ground ball to third, fielded by Batista. Donahue should be retired. He is. 2 outs, no one on. 1-0 Patriots lead in the second. That kind of reminds you of, you know, Martin Gramatica when he, you know, pulled a hamstring celebrating a game-winning field goal. There was that guy in the Lions that last weekend who blew out his Achilles celebrating a sack. Wasn't it Kendry Morales who, like, fractured his leg on a walk-off home run jumping on home plate? So we've seen a lot of people get injured celebrating. Here comes Jeff Dominguez. He's had a great series. Game-tying RBI single in the 8th in Game 2. Game-winning home run in the 5th inning in Game 3. The ex-Sugarland Skeeter at the plate. The 1-0. Inside, count 2-0. Dominguez, the switch hitter, will bat from the right side. He told me he's a better hitter lefty than he is righty, just because he gets more reps batting left-handed since there are more righties in the league. But now he's going to showcase his talents batting right-handed. And he's got himself a 2-1 count. Jeff played for the Skeeters last year, was part of that 95 win squad. And he said he was open to going back to Sugarland. I know deep down he would probably like to play the Skeeters in the championship series. Obviously, that's out of his control. The 2-1. This ball is hit up the middle for a base hit. So Jeff can hit well right-handed. 2-out single for Dominguez. Somerset has scored 9 runs in this series. 6 of them have occurred with 2 outs. They're looking for another 2-out run right now. Runner on first, 2 outs, 1-0 Patriots lead. Bottom of the second, here comes Scott Kelly. And that single by Dominguez was huge right there because what it does, it clears the bottom of the order. So even if Kelly gets out here, you have Johnny Tucker, your true leadoff hitter, that will lead off the 3rd inning. So that was a huge hit. And don't expect Dominguez to steal here. You don't want to get caught. In for a called strike, count 0-1. Scott Kelly making just his 2nd start of this postseason. 23 years old from West Windsor, New Jersey. I mean, what a story for this guy. He had to pay $40 to just try out for the team back on April 12th. He beat out 199 other candidates to get an invite to spring training. And then he beat some established pro ball players in spring training to earn a slot on the 25-man roster. Was a backup for the first 2 months. Then once Edwin Masonette injured his left wrist, Kelly started for 6 straight weeks. Masonette came back. He hit the bench. Then Masonette broke his right wrist in game 1. So now Kelly sees himself having more playing time. Another throw over to check on Dominguez, nothing doing. So we've seen a lot of injuries in this postseason. Edwin Masonette out for the remainder of the postseason, fractured right wrist. Obviously, I just talked about the Sean Smith ACL injury. It'll be an 0-1. Low and in, count 1-1 here to Scott Kelly. Kelly getting the start over Brian Barden. Could have gone with a 33-year-old Brian Barden to play second, put Domo at short, but they wanted to start the 23-year-old Scott Kelly and keep Domo at second where he's more comfortable. This ball sprayed in the left center field for a base hit. How about the kid? The kid Kelly getting it done. His second hit of the postseason. His first one to the outfield. His other was a push bunt single up the first base line. So Jody really pressing all the right buttons. He was the one that wanted to start Scott Kelly, and he comes through for him. Good defensive plays early on, plus he scorches a single in the left center. 1-0 Patriots lead, 2 outs, bottom of the second. Back-to-back 2-out singles. Prolonged this inning for Johnny Tucker, who punched a single up the middle his first time up. How about Brett Jody, flanked by Corey Dommel, the all-star pitching coach. Fox Beyer, the volunteer assistant coach. Shane Spencer's done an impeccable job. Tucker hacks the first pitch and flies into shallow center field. Golson has to sprint in. Camps under, it makes the catch. Patriots strand a pair, but they do threaten. Through 2, 1-0 Patriots lead. Top of the third we go here on SPN.TV and 1450 WCTC and WCTCAM.com.
What's better than winning Dealer Rater's Dealer of the Year award? Winning it back-to-back. That's right. Flemington Car and Truck Country is New Jersey's Dealer Rater Dealer of the Year 2 years in a row. So thank you to our customers for putting us on top again. Visit DealerRater.com to read our reviews. Over 1 million satisfied customers can't be wrong. 17 brands, 6,000 vehicles in one location. Flemington Car and Truck Country family of dealerships.
Proud to be the better way to buy.
The gold standard in healthcare. Morristown Medical Center. Top 50 hospital in the nation. U.S. News and World Report. Ranked #1 hospital by New Jersey doctors. Inside Jersey Magazine. Hospital of the Year. NJ Biz. Morristown Medical Center. The gold standard in healthcare.
Don't forget to follow the Patriots throughout the playoffs on social media platforms. Be sure to post using the hashtag #GetPatriotic.
G&B Janitorial Supply, a family owner and operated business since 1991. Green Seal certified and have a full line of janitorial needs for all your business and home cleaning needs. Call us at 732-271-0535 or find us on the web at www.gnbinc.com. HealthQuest is the official sponsor of the Somerset Patriots. Fitness, sports, family, wellness, and community. Through 2 innings of play, 1-0 Patriots lead. I am Justin Answell, live from the Fullerton.com press box. 9, 1, and 2 due up in the order. Apodaca, Golson, and Rosario as Sparky the mascot is mingling with some youngsters in the concourse. This is affordable family fun at its finest. First pitch, letter high for a strike. Count 0-1 here to Apodaca. This is his 3rd start of the 4 games. Keith Castillo got the nod last night because Castillo is Watanabe's personal catcher. Slider away, count 1-1 here to the one and only, who's just 1 for 5 in the series. Apodaca, 5'9", 185-pounder. Moran winds, fires. Low and away, count 2-1. Let's tell you a little bit more about Gary Moran. 41st round draft pick by the San Francisco Giants in 2009 at Sonoma State University. Led the team in wins at 11. The 2-1. Popped up, foul side of first base. It's going to go out of play. Count 2-2. He's peaked at the Double-A level. He enjoys fishing and golf in his free time. He's a great golfer, only a 4 handicap. Comes from a great family. His mother, Kim, and his father, Mike, great people. Die-hard ESPN.TV watchers, die-hard WCTC listeners. They actually visited Gary in July, and they came up to watch Gary pitch for a couple weeks. That was fun. I think Gary's a great guy, and you just like to see great people succeed. And he's one of the high-character guys in this team, one of many high-character guys in this team. It'll be a 3-2 here to Apodaca. Choppered on the third baseline foul. Gary was married in the offseason to his now lovely wife, Kelly. Kelly also made a trip to visit Gary. It's interesting how Gary got to be so tall. He's 6'8". You know, his mother's only 5'10". His father's 6'1". He's 6'8", and he said he did play basketball in high school, but he's always had a fond love for baseball. I can see why. Guy has a career minor league ERA of 3.14 in 6 years. Foul tipped off the mask of Adam Donahue. He's okay. Count remains 3-2, so Moran and Apodaca are battling here. Now, Moran gave up the most home runs in the team this year at 16. That does not bode well because this is the Barnstormer team that lives and dies by the long ball. They've hit at least one home run in each of the first 3 games of this postseason thus far. No home run here. Instead, it's just a ground ball to short. Throw to first in time. Ground ball to third, excuse me. Smith cuts near the shortstop and makes the play. 5-3 in the putout if you're scoring at home. Good range by Corey Smith to range to his left to cut in front of Scott Kelly to make the play. And there's one out here in the top of the third with the Patriots leading 1-0. So since the 1-out walk to Blake Galen, Gary Moran has retired 6 in a row. Here's Greg Golson, who flew out to left field his first time up. Fastball upstairs, count 1-0 here to Golson. And Gary thinks that hit the bat. And Gary's arguing to Steve Leonardo that hit the bat. Now the umpires are going to meet. Now there's 4 umpires in the postseason. In the regular season, you only have 3 umpires, a home plate umpire, a first base umpire, and a third base umpire. But since these postseason games are so important, you have 4 umpires. So the umpires meet, and the verdict was, I believe it's going to stand as a ball. Oh, it is going to be a strike. 0-1 count. So it did hit the bat. So the call was reversed. Breaking ball in for a called strike. Count 0-2. Look, that's all you can ask for to get the call right. 0-2 count, 1 out. Moran trying to retire his 7th in a row. Gary winds, fires. Breaking ball away, count 1-2. And we've seen Patriot pitchers have success on long layoffs. You know, remember Josh Lowey took a no-hitter in the 7th inning last year in Game 1 of the championship series on 13 days rest. And Gary and Josh are locker mates, so I'm sure Gary asked Josh about how you handle pitching on long rest. Grounded the third baseline foul, 1-2. I mean, it wasn't like Gary's been sitting on his couch the last week and a half. He has been throwing side sessions with Corey Damo, playing catch with his friends in the outfield during batting practice. He's been staying loose. But you just can't simulate a game. It'll be a 1-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. 7 in a row set down by Gary Moran. He looks sharp. And here comes Olmo Rosario. Rosario has the lone hit off Moran this evening. And I remember talking to Gary Moran when we got on the bus after Game 2, and he had the biggest smile on his face because he knew that he was guaranteed to pitch in this series. You know, after Game 1, you know, it wasn't certain we were still going to have a Game 4, but once Somerset tied it up at 1 apiece to get a split on the road, Game 4 was no longer if necessary, it was mandatory, and he knew he was going to pitch in Game 4, so he was giddy. Liner to short, off the glove of Scott Kelly, and it ricochets into left field for a base hit. A leaping try for Kelly, trying to use his 5'9" frame. Maybe if he was 5'10", he makes that catch. That's going to be a base hit. That was a hard hit ball. Should Kelly have caught that? Probably, but it went off the top of his glove, and it ricocheted into shallow left field. So that ends a streak of 7 straight retired by Gary Moran. 2 outs, runner on first, 1-0 Patriots lead, and here comes the always dangerous Blake Galen. Kelly getting the spot start at shortstop. They put him in for defense. He's made some good plays on the ground, but he missed catching that liner. First pitch. Inside, count 1-0. Galen, such a good player that he's already retired in the Barnstormers Ring of Honor, and he's an active player at just 29 years old. His number 2 will never be worn again by another Barnstormer. And he's an interesting fella because he's 5'8", 180 pounds, yet he's a power hitter. Hit 18 home runs in the regular season in just 66 games. The 2-0. Upstairs 3-0. And look, I don't blame you if you want to walk Galen here. You cannot let him beat you. And Galen's going to have the green light. I guarantee it here. If he likes a pitch, he's going to swing and try and give the Stormers a lead with 1 swing of the bat. The 3-0. Low and in, he walked him. So for the second straight time, Gary Moran walks Blake Galen, this time on 4 pitches. So a 2-out rally brews for the Barnstormers. 2 on, 2 out, 1-0 Patriots lead, top of the third. And here comes the always dangerous Cole Garner, who bounced into a 6'4" fielder's choice his first time up. Garner played for Southern Maryland last year and put up pedestrian numbers. But he's really found his niche with Lancaster. And sometimes guys just need a change of scenery. And that's clearly the case with Cole Garner. An ex-big leaguer with the Colorado Rockies briefly in July of 2011. First pitch. Low and away, count 1-0 to Garner. Garner 6'3", 220 from California. Gary Moran also from California, so these 2 Cali natives squaring off. It'll be a 1-0. Force anywhere except home. Stormers threatening. Chopper right in front of home plate. Gary Moran's going to field it. He slips and he has no play. He slipped on the grass and he just put the ball in his back pocket. A swinging bunt for Cole Garner. It was a chopper right in front of home plate. Moran pounced on it, and when he tried to step into his throw, he slipped on the grass. And smart play by Gary not to compound things and try and force the throw. Just eat it, put the ball in your back pocket, and try and get Andrew Clark out. Clark struck out swinging his first time up. So literally there were 2 outs, no one on. And now all of a sudden you have bases loaded in 2 outs, Patriots nursing a 1-0 lead. If Kelly had just caught that line drive, this inning would be well over. Righty pitcher, lefty batter, bases loaded, 2 outs. Now Moran did give up 2 grand slams in the regular season. One was to Lancaster, it was to James Skelton, who's actually now on Southern Maryland, who's out of the playoffs. Fastball up, 1-0. Infield back. Plays at the closest base, force anywhere including home. For Andrew Clark, who's 1 for 5 in the postseason. That one was a home run. Low and away, count 2-0. There is nowhere to put Andrew Clark. Andrew Clark in the regular season. 284 hitter, 14 homers, 51 RBI. The 2-0 to the big lefty. Blooper into shallow left field. Ty Wright on the run. Is he going to make the catch? Yes, he does. Moran strands the bases loaded. Through 2.5, 1-0. Patriots lead. Bottom third we go here on SPN.TV and 1450 WCTC and WCTCAM.com.
Somerville Aluminum is a full-service home remodeling company.
Our new state-of-the-art showroom provides our team with the tools they need to help you realize your dream home. Under one roof, you can touch and feel decking materials, check out our working shower display, or walk through our fully functional kitchen.
Seeing is believing, and we welcome you to visit us at our new location at 20 County Line Road, Branchburg, New Jersey.
We're always here for the homeowner. Be home assured with Somerville Aluminum.
What's better than winning Dealer Rater's Dealer of the Year award? Winning it back-to-back. That's right. Flemington Car and Truck Country is New Jersey's Dealer Rater Dealer of the Year 2 years in a row. So thank you to our customers for putting us on top again. Visit DealerRater.com to read our reviews. Over 1 million satisfied customers can't be wrong. 17 brands, 6,000 vehicles in one location. Flemington Car and Truck Country family of dealerships.
Proud to be the better way to buy.
On the first base side. And thank you. WFMs, we got a very generous 50-50 going on.
Get the gas from Ideacom on your team by calling them today at 877-283-3800. That's one call. It'll save you money. Wherever you go from coast to coast, there's the Supercuts that gives you a cut that rocks. We have over 2,000 locations, all dedicated making you feel like a rock star when you walk out that door. Check out Supercuts.com to find your nearest Supercuts location to rock the cut wherever you want. Supercuts, a cut above the rest. Bottom of the third inning, Patriots nursing a 1-0 lead. How about the Houdini job from Gary Moran thus far? He stranded men on the corners in the first inning. He strands the bases loaded in the third inning. And here comes the hottest hitter in the Atlantic League, Ty Wright, who is 7 for 12. He has a sac bunt this evening that led to the first and only run in this game. It led to the RBI groundout by Fox, who's on deck. First pitch is up and away, count 1-0. Packer winds, fires. Breaking ball in for a called strike, count 1-1. Wright hit in the 7-hole for majority of this season. Once he played really well, Jody slowly but steadily kept moving him up in the order. Now he's eventually hitting in the 2-hole. It'll be a 1-1. Ripped into left field for a base hit. Right on. Ty Wright just continues to sizzle at the dish. He is now 8 for 13 in the postseason. Wow. Unbelievable. And here comes Jake Fox. Let's see if Fox takes a pitch here. You know, he's been hacking at the first pitch a lot. First pitch taken for a strike, count 0-1. I like taking a pitch because it just slows the game down a little bit as Fox questions where that pitch was. But take a deep breath in the box. Let the game come to you a little bit. Sometimes Fox is just so over-anxious. The 0-1, he's such a talented player. And he grounds this one on the third baseline, foul. 0-2 count, runner on first. 1-0 Patriots lead in the bottom of the third inning. It'll be an 0-2 here to Fox. And that plunked him. That plunked him on the left shin. Hit him right in the shin guard. And he's going to take first base. So 2 on, nobody out. Here comes Corey Smith. And that's not what you want to do. You don't want to plunk someone in an 0-2 count. You're not going to bunt here with Corey Smith. He is the cleanup hitter brought to you by Raritan Building Services Corporation. This guy is paid to swing a wooden stick. Patriots lead 1-0. Smith is just 2 for 14 in the series. He hit just 156 last year in the postseason, hitting 143 this year. And he rips this one to third, and it's going to be off the glove of Wilson Batista. The throw to first is going to be in time. He got him. So the runners advance to second and third. Batista nearly caught that ball on a line drive. It went off the edge of his glove, and it ricocheted behind him. He barehanded the ball, and he only had one play, and it was a strong throw across the diamond to first to just beat the hustling Smith. But it's a productive out. It's like a glorified sacrifice bunt as the runners do advance to second and third. And here comes Montanez. Hobson's going to bring his corner infielders in and his middle infielders halfway. Wright runs well at third. Fox has below average speed at second. Patriots lead 1-0, bottom third, 1 out. Lefty pitcher, righty batter. Montanez just 2 for 13 in the series. He flew out to left field in his first at bat. He hacks the first pitch and he chops it down the third baseline, found in the tarp area. Count escalates to 0-1. Somerset looking for some more runs here. Now they do have first base open. You could walk Montanez to face the lefty Ward and get the lefty-lefty matchup and set up the force everywhere. The 0-1. Line in the inning behind home plate, 0-2. But now with an 0-2 count, you're not going to put someone on. Remember, the new pace of play rules state that if you did want to intentionally walk someone, you no longer have to throw 4 pitches out of the zone. You just notify the home plate umpire they want to walk someone, then the guy could be walked. It'll be an 0-2 here to Monty, who was 12th in the league in RBI in the regular season with 74, second in the team in that category. Former 3rd overall pick by the Cubs in the year 2000 at a high school in Miami. Liner in the left field line. Foul will do it again. Monty spoiling a tough one. Runners on second and third, 1 out. Somerset struggled with situational hitting last night. You know, they had a chance in the 7th to break the game open. Bases loaded, 1 out, and Eggleston into a fielder's choice put out at home. Look, you need an RBI sac fly here at the bare minimum. Or an RBI ground out, just like they received in the first inning. That's the difference in this 1-0 ball game here in the home half of the third with runners on second and third. The 0-2 here to Montanez. Low and in. Good stop by Apodaca to keep the runners at bay. Opponents with runners in scoring position against Matt Packer only hit 103. And this guy's able to bear down when it matters most. That's why his ERA was sub-2 in 4 starts. He does a good job of damage control, minimizing damage in key spots. But Monty has other thoughts right here. Big juncture in this game early on. The 1-2 with 1 out, runners on second and third. Patriots lead 1-0. Blooper behind home plate foul. We'll do it again. Packer against Monty here. Shane Spencer has some words with Ty Wright. Probably going over the scouting report from all the arms in the outfield, from the left fielder Gardner, center fielder Golson, the right fielder Carroll. Monty gets back in the box here. Hunched over from the right side. The 1-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Extremely unproductive out by Montanez as he strikes out with runners on second and third and 1 out. Now there's runners on second and third, 2 outs, and it's going to take a base hit to bring home a run as Daryle Ward's at the plate. Let's pause for 10-second station identification. The Somerset Patriots Baseball Radio Network. Patriots lead 1-0, 2 outs in the bottom of the third inning. Runners on second and third. Infield back plays to first. Daryle Ward, the ex-Stormer, looking to hurt his old team. First pitch, breaking ball away. Count 1-0. Ward hit 3 home runs against the Stormers in the regular season. One of them came against Matt Packer back on September 2nd. Packer's the pitcher now. The 1-0. This ball's roped down the right field line, just foul. Oh, about 6 inches foul on the right field line. Would have been a 2 RBI double for sure. A little bit out in front was Ward. And now it's a 1-1 count here with 2 outs. Runners on second and third. Patriots lead 1-0. Both teams have had opportunities to cash in a lot of runs, yet there's only been 1 run scored in this game. The 1-1. Blooper down the right field line. If this hook's fair, it's trouble. Running down the line, straddling the line is Brett Carroll, and he makes the catch. Well, second and third and 1 out, and the Patriots do not score. We're a third of the way through this contest. Patriots lead 1-0. Top of the fourth we go on SPN.TV and 1450 WCTC and WCTCAM.com.
Hi, sorry, we're closed.
What? I need
Sorry.
help with my deposit.
The bank has rules.
It's really quick.
I can't hear you.
I promise I'm gonna be really quick.
I can't hear you through the glass.
I'll be quick.
You'll be quick, that's what you just said?
Yes.
I'm sorry, I can't hear you. We're closed.
You know what? Okay, that's... Hey, sir, okay.
It's time to bank human again. That's why TD Bank has the longest hours and even stays open an extra 10 minutes for when you run late. TD Bank, America's most convenient bank.
Hey there, can I help you?
Sorry. Hi. We need a new family plan.
How about 10 gigs of data to share and unlimited talk and text?
Oh, 10 gigs sounds pretty good.
Yeah, really good. And for a family of 4, it's $160 a month.
What? Get out of here.
Sorry, are we still doing the whisper thing, or?
Oh, sorry.
Sorry.
Yes. We'll take it.
Introducing our best ever family pricing. For instance, a family of 4 gets 10 gigs of data with unlimited talk and text for $160 a month, only from AT&T.
Care Clinic's Access Center is open 7 days a week, 24 hours a day. For more information, visit our website at www.carrierclinic.org. Nestled away on 30 acres of picturesque grounds is the Palace at Somerset Park, a versatile and beautiful setting for your wedding, special event, or meeting. Well, we're a third of the way through this contest. No runs, 3 hits, 1 error for Lancaster. 1 run, 4 hits, no errors for Somerset. Both teams have left a village. They may have left a continent on base. Somerset last half inning, second and third, 1 out, could not score. The Stormers have stranded the bases loaded 1 inning, first and third 1 inning as well. Fastball away, count 1-0 here to Batista. So Moran works with a 1-0 lead in the 4th, low and away, count 2-0. Somerset's bullpen is extremely well rested. You know, they do have their long men like Zielinski and McCall available. With 2-0. Batista shows bunt, pulls back. It's a called strike, count 2-1. Now, neither team has announced a Game 5 starter. Obviously, it's if necessary. The 2-1. Launched to deep right center field. Going back is Johnny Tucker and Luis Montanez. Tucker's there, and he makes the catch. 1 away. 1 foot on the warning track, 1 foot on the grass as Tucker hauls it in. Just a loud, violent out. F8 if you're scoring at home, and here comes Carroll, who's 0 for 9 in the series. I would presume Lancaster would start Chris Schwenden, who won Game 1 for the Barnstormers. They'd start him on 3 days rest. I mean, after all, Schwenden went 14-5 in the regular season with a 2.56 ERA and completely manhandled Somerset in Game 1. Jody's not hinted anything about what he would do for Game 5. Obviously, this team has the mindset of, let's end this series tonight, and Game 5 would be a moot point. But realistically, you know, options would be maybe Matt Zielinski, Eric Arneson, Darryl McCall. They could throw Matt Maloney on short rest. You could go back to Roy Merritt. It would be his throw session. You know, essentially it would be all hands on deck. It's a do-or-die game, Game 5. Low and away, count 1-1. The only pitchers that probably would not be available would be Gary Moran, who just is pitching today, and then Josh Lowe, who pitched yesterday. But let's hope we never have to get there. They 1-1. Foul tipped in the middle of Donahue, count 1-2. There you see all-star pitching coach Corey Dommel flanking next to Brett Jody. Jody, of course, an outstanding pitcher in his playing days, an ex-big leaguer with the New York Yankees in the early 2000s. The 1-2. Check swing, did he go? Yes, he did. Strike 3. And Carroll has some words here with the home plate umpire, Steve Leonardo. He was mad that they never appealed it, as Leonardo just called him out swinging. And Carroll's been tossed! Brett Carroll's been tossed. And look, I think Carroll's frustrations are just boiling over. He's taking it out on the umpires right now. And now Carroll's getting into it with Steve Leonardo. He's getting right in his face. He's lost the helmet. And now he's pointing his finger. And now Hobson's strangling him by the neck to pull him away. So Brett Carroll's now 0 for 10 with 4 strikeouts in the postseason, has been ejected. I think he's just real frustrated right now. And Hobson pushes him away. So he'll hit the showers early and watch SPN.TV in the visiting clubhouse or listen to WCTC on his iPad. As now Hobson gets an explanation from Steve Leonardo. It was a 1-2 count. It was a slider away. Leonardo checked his swing, and Carroll checked his swing. Leonardo said he went around. I think Carroll was mad they didn't even ask for an appeal. We saw Jody get ejected during the last homestand of the regular season. So Carroll's been ejected. We'll see what Hobson does with his new right fielder come next half inning. But I just think that ejection was more about frustration. Carroll, an ex-big leaguer with the Brewers, Marlins, and Braves, 0 for 10 in the postseason with 4 strikeouts. And sometimes when you're struggling, you just take your frustrations out on other people. You slam a bat, you throw a water cooler, and you blame an umpire. You got to look in the mirror, and you have yourself to blame. In for a called strike, count 1-1. 2 outs, no one on. 1-0 Patriots lead top of the 4th. I can understand why Butch Hobson had some words with Leonardo. You know, he's just out to protect his player. Hobson, of course, a longtime manager. He's taken 3 different Atlantic League teams to the postseason, the Nashua Pride, the Southern Maryland Blue Crabs, and now the Lancaster Barnstormers. Hobson, a great player in his playing days in the late 70s with the Red Sox, and he was a manager for the Red Sox in the early 90s as well. 1-2 count, 2 outs. Gary Moran in cruise control right now. The pitch is Zawatsky. Breaking ball, did he go? They appeal? No, he did not, says the third base umpire, Rich Katz. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, no one on. 1-0 Patriots lead in the top of the 4th inning. It'll be a 2-2. Hit to second. Diving play by Dominguez. It goes off the edge of his glove, and it ricochets near the second base bag. That'll be an infield single for Lance Zawatsky. Good play by Domo just to keep that ball in the infield, but it went off the edge of his glove, and it pushed near the second base bag.
Catcher, number 27,
Good effort, though. Look, the defense has been stellar in this series. Even if Somerset can't quite make web gems, they're making near web gems by at least putting leather on the baseball. So it's an infield single. 4th hit of the game for the Stormers. Each team with 4 hits, but the Patriots lead 1-0 thanks to the RBI groundout by Jake Fox in the 1st inning. It was an unearned run. It was set up thanks to a throwing error by the pitcher, Matt Packer, off a right sack bunt. Here's Apodaca. Vaughn just 1 for 6 in the series. Throw over to check on Zawatsky, nothing doing. Zawatsky had the 2nd most steals on the team in the regular season. He was caught stealing last night. Long set for Gary Moran. Wines fires. Knee high for a called strike. Count 0-1. First pitch strikes have been key for Gary. That's what he's been throwing today. This guy has a career 3-1 strikeout to walk ratio. It pounds the zone. It'll be an 0-1 here to Apodaca, who chopped to third base his first time up. Breaking ball just outside. Count levels 1-1. Well, the Stormers have had runners on base in every inning except the 2nd. They stranded men on the corners in the 1st. They stranded the bases loaded in the 3rd. Now they have a 2-out infield single, so they have a runner on first. 1-1 count. Are they going to strand their 6th runner? Swing and a miss. Count 1 and 2 through 4 innings. Let's find out. It's now a 1-2 count. Two-strike clap picks up. Capacity crowd on hand. It'll be a 1-2. Gary Moran's about to throw his 63rd pitch. With 2 outs in the top of the 4th. The 1-2, low and away. It kicks away from Donahue. And advancing the wild pitch is going to be Zawatsky to second. That's big because now a single can tie this game up. Two balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, 1-0 Patriots lead in the top of the 4th inning. Game 4 of the Liberty Division Series. The Patriots lead this best-of-5 set 2-1. Somerset 6 innings away from going to their 10th ever championship series. The 2-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. He got him. 4th strikeout through 4 scoreless innings for Gary Moran. The crowd likes it. We head to the bottom of the fourth. 1-0 Patriots lead on the New Talk Radio 1450 WCTC and WCTCAM.com.
Now playing first base, number 15, Gabe Jacobo.
Attention Patriot fans, Bridgewater Diner is a proud sponsor of Somerset Patriots baseball. Located at 1244 Route 22 in Bridgewater, it's just a foul ball away from the ballpark. Bridgewater Diner is a great place to meet and eat. Stop by the Bridgewater Diner before after the game and enjoy great food and company. True & Associates is the sponsor of the lawn sitting area at the ballpark. At True & Associates, you'll find more than a wide variety of competitive insurance products. You'll find people understand your needs. True & Associates is a team of licensed professionals who care about their clients. Home half of the fourth we go. Patriots nursing a 1-0 lead. The Barnstormers have stranded 6 men on the bases through 4 innings of play. Brett Carroll was ejected last half inning, so Gabe Jacobo replaces him in the lineup. He'll play first base, and going from first to right field is Blake Galen. So if you're scoring at home, make those necessary adjustments on your scorecard. Here comes Adam Donahue, lower third of the order due up. Don grounded out to third base his first time up. Don shoots this one to deep center field. Drifting back is Golson, and that's going to go over his head. He'll two-hop off the wall. Don going to round first. He's going to chug in a second. Can he beat the throw? Yes, he will. Stand up, lead off, first pitch double for Adam Donahue in the bottom of the fourth inning as Somerset looks for an insurance run. And now one of the hottest hitters in the lineup, other than Ty Wright, is Jeff Dominguez. He's at the plate right now. Look. I know you got the middle of the order, guys like Fox, Smith, Monty, and Ward, but the two best players in the team right now are probably three, I should say, Wright, Donnie, and Domo. And it just goes to show you the team effort by the Somerset Patriots. With Fox, Smith, Monty, and Ward having a quiet postseason series, it's been other unsung heroes that have done the job. Dominguez's job right now, hit the ball to the right side, get Donnie over to third with 1 out. Dominguez, of course, has had some clutch hits the last 48 hours. First pitch, just inside, count 1-0. The switch hitter hits from the right side. Jeff sprayed a single his first time up. Obviously, his home run in the 5th inning last night was the difference in the 2-1 victory. He had the clutch 2-out game-tying RBI single that ricocheted off the pitcher's mound in the 8th inning of Game 2. The 1-0, foul behind home plate, count 1-1. And it was interesting because Josh Presley a couple of months ago retired as a Somerset Patriot. He actually joined me for a whole inning here at TD Bank Ballpark, and Dominguez was having a great game the night that Presley was here. And I was asking Presley about Dominguez because, of course, Presley was with the Skeeters last year and was teammates with Dominguez. He said, Justin, you're going to love this guy. He comes up with big-time clutch hits, and that's definitely been the case. And actually, Presley tweeted in yesterday that he was really proud of Jeff Dominguez when Domo had the game-winning home run. So Presley's obviously watching or listening on either spn.tv/WCTC. And he was dead on about Dominguez. He has been a pleasant addition to replace the great Nate Spears, who left to go to AAA with the Phillies in mid-July. The 2-1, low and in, count 3-1. And that's just been the mindset of this team, that next man up mentality. You know, you lose some guys, whether they go overseas or other leagues, and you have to fill the void. And Hunton's done a great job of replenishing the talent. And one of the key additions during the course of this summer was Jeff Dominguez to fill that second base void. He's even playing a little shortstop in this series as well, since Edwin Masonette is out the rest of the way with a right hand injury. It'll be a 3-1. This ball is lined to short, caught by Zawadzki. That's a pretty play as he catches on a fly. Holding at second is Donahue. Well, you can't hit the ball much harder. He just lined it into the midding of Zawadzki. Good job by Donahue to freeze in a line drive and not get doubled up. So runner on second, 1 out. 1-0 Patriots lead, bottom of the fourth. And here comes the kid Kelly getting the spot start. He ripped a single in the left center field his first time up. Kelly grew up going to Somerset Patriot games. Now he's playing for the red, white, and blue. Kelly's one of the great stories, not only on this team, but the entire Atlantic League. A walk-on that finds himself starting in Game 4 of the Liberty Division Series at one of the most important positions in the diamond at shortstop. In for a called strike 0-1. I was just touching upon the next man up mentality. Well, how about the job Kelly did when Edwin Masonette was out 6 weeks in the regular season with a left wrist injury? Brett Jody went out of his way to praise the job that Kelly did. You know, you look at his numbers, they don't wow you on the stat sheet, but he's got a lot of intangibles in that bat of his. He shoots this one to center field. Golson's going to drift back and make the catch. Downey will easily hold it second. 2 outs, runner on second, 1-0 Patriots lead. And here comes Johnny Tucker. So both teams have really been stranding base runners in key situations early on. You know, last inning, Somerset had runners on second and third, 1 out, could not score. This inning, runner on second, no 1 out, and now there's a runner on second, 2 outs. Donahue does not get over or come in. But of the Patriot 9 runs in this series, 6 of them have occurred with 2 outs. So they're looking for another clutch 2-out run. That's what the postseason is about, those 2-out runs, that timely hits, those timely hits. That's a breaking ball up. Tucker showed bunt, pulled back. Count 1-0. Tucker was injured for a majority of the postseason last year, had a nagging right wrist injury. He's healthy this year. It'll be a 1-0 to the Catalyst. Upstairs, count 2-0. That double by Donahue was just the 5th extra base hit of the series by Somerset. Tucker has 2 of them. He has 2 doubles. Who would have had Johnny Tucker leading the team in extra base hits in the postseason? I don't think anybody's raising their hand. It'll be a 2-0. And this ball is blooped to right. Galen's there. He'll make the catch. Inning over. So the Patriots waste a leadoff double from their all-star catcher, Adam Donahue. We're through 4. 1-0 Patriots lead the Stormers. Top of the 5th we go on ESPN.TV and 1450 WCTC and WCTCAM.com.
Make some noise and see if you can catch a t-shirt from General Admission. All right, General's going to put another one up on the third base side. Behind home plate now. And now he's moving over to first base side. Make some noise. Come on, guys. The General is picking out a target. Nice catch. All right, he's got at least one more t-shirt. No, he's got one more in the bucket. A couple more, 2 more. Oh, my gosh. One more going deep down the right field line. How about a big hand for General Admission? The on-field post steals money. This is the easiest job. The top of the 5th inning for
next 90 minutes to 2 hours. They lead 1-0 through 4 innings. Top of the 5th we go. Patriots 5 innings away from going to their 2nd straight championship series. They'll face the winner of the Sugarland-York series. York leads the best-of-5 series in that set 2-1. Now that game is going on right now at Santander Stadium in York, Pennsylvania. York and Sugarland are scoreless in the bottom of the 6th. So a couple low-scoring games going on in the Atlantic League playoffs, and these playoffs have been spectacular on both sides. The Sugarland-York series has been thrilling. This series, you get your money's worth. You've been watching, listening, or in attendance. Apodaca shoots one to short, fielded by Kelly, almost slips. Throw to first is going to be not in time. Wow, the naked eye looked out. But just beating it out was Greg Golson, excuse me. So that'll be an infield single. I got to say, the naked eye, I thought he was out. And Jody on the top step barking at Manelo Alejandro, who was the first base umpire, but Golson beats it out. So 1 on, nobody out. Questionable call right there. And meat of the order is coming up, starting with Olmo Rosario, who is 2 for 2. After he was 0 for 4 last night with 4 Ks. In for a called strike to the 34-year-old of the Dominican Republic. 0-1 count. Olmo signed as an undrafted free agent by the Tampa Bay Devil Rays in 2002. Yeah, they were the Devil Rays then. Now they're the Tampa Bay Rays now. It'll be an 0-1. Breaking ball grounded in the third base line. Just foul. Ooh, just foul. Could have had runners on second and third if you're the Stormers. Well, both teams have just been wasting opportunity after opportunity. Nobody can really cash in and get that big hit. The lone run in this game was not too sexy. It was an RBI ground out by Jake Fox. Two-strike clap picks up. The 0-2. Liner to short, caught by Kelly. L6 for scoring at home. Holding at first is Golson. 1 away. Here's Galen, who has 2 walks. They've really been careful with Galen. Since Galen hit the game-winning home run in Game 1, he really has not had much to swing at in this series. And the scouting report is, do not let Blake Galen beat you. He is one of the most feared hitters in recent Atlantic League history. I mean, he may go down as like the Mount Rushmore of Atlantic League players. He may be on it. He is that good. Low and in, count 1-0. And with his size, he's very deceiving. 5'8", 180 pounds. I mean, you don't want Blake Galen to be the first guy off your bus. He's not going to intimidate the other team. But the guy gets it done in between the white lines. The 6'8" Moran against the 5'8" Galen. This ball is popped up in the infield. Equidistant between home and third. It's Corey Smith to make the catch. In foul territory, 2 outs, runner on first, 1-0, Patriots lead, top of the 5th inning. You know, starting pitching in this series has been stellar. Matt Maloney, 6 innings, 2 runs allowed in Game 1. Roy Merritt, 6 innings, 4 hits, 4 runs allowed. And he gave up only 1 run after that rocky first in Merritt to keep his team in the game. Josh Lowy, 6 2/3 innings last night, 9 strikeouts, 1 run. Gary Moran's been economical with 2 outs here in the top of the 5th. His pitch count is at 71. He's only allowed 5 hits and no runs. Struck out 4. Here's Cole Gardner. First pitch hits the inside corner, count 0-1. 91 miles per hour on the gun from Gary Moran. Remember, this guy's pitching on 10 days of rest. I'm sure the coaching staff had some concerns about how Gary would respond on that long of a rest. Not that they would doubt his ability, but it's natural for a pitcher on that long of a rest to have some concerns. Fly ball into second, caught by Dominguez, inning over. How great has Gary Moran been? 5 shutout innings from the lanky righty out of Morgan Hills, California. He's been a stud. Halfway through this contest, Patriots nurse a 1-0 lead. Second half of the action coming up here on SPN.TV and 1450 WCTC and WCTCAM.com.
From live sports and event streaming to creative and compelling commercial production, utilizing cutting-edge technology invented and refined over the past decade, Broadcast Venue specializes in guiding New Jersey through the digital age. Our customized, state-of-the-art mobile broadcasting unit allows for a versatile, uninterrupted broadcast to coincide with a crisp, clear picture that can be viewed on your phone, tablet, or computer. Broadcast Venue, the official broadcast provider of the Somerset Patriots.
Nothing is more important than your child's education. The Somerset County Education Association represents the public school employees that make your child's education possible. This includes more than 7,000 teachers, paraprofessionals, bus drivers, nurses, custodians, secretaries, and other outstanding education support professionals. Visit www.sceanj.org for more information. Together, we can prepare our children for the future.
We need Sherry Sidoti and Nestor Acevedo at customer service. Sherry Sidoti and Nestor Acevedo.
Reps Fitness Supply, the ultimate fitness store, wants to pump you up. From treadmills to home gyms, Reps has it all at the guaranteed lowest price with no money down, no payments or interest for 6 months. Why wait? Experience Reps' huge 5,000 square foot showroom on Route 22 East in Somerville today and save. SPN.TV is our brand new media network, broadcasting every home postseason game live from TD Bank Ballpark. Well, we're halfway through this contest, each team with 5 hits, but the Patriots lead in the all-important run column, 1-0. Meat of the order coming up. It will be Wright, Fox, and Smith. You get a look at the press box here at TD Bank Ballpark. Our tremendous broadcast venue production crew waving their hands. Great job by Pat McManus, Andy Slowecki, and Andrea Lorenzo here at the Jewel of the Atlantic League. A busy evening for all in the working press box. Hopefully the fans are relaxing and enjoying Game 4 of the Liberty Division Series. Their team nurses a 1-0 lead. The 0-1 here to Wright, who's 8 for 13 in the postseason. Upstairs, count 1-1. Yes, you heard that right. He's 8 for 13. Ty Wright can go 0 for his next 11. He'd still be hitting .333 in the postseason. He's 1 for 1 today with a sac bunt. The 1-1. Fly ball hit down the right field line. This is going to sift foul. Count 1-2. Well, it is the third time for the order. We'll see what adjustments Somerset can make against Matt Packer. Packer has a career minor league ERA in 6 years of 3.28. I mean, he's been a good pitcher. He was an affiliated ball earlier this year. It'll be a 1-2 to Ty Wright, putting up video game type numbers. Low and in, count 2-2. Ty got off to a slow start. I mean, there was one point in June where he really lost his everyday starting slot. Eggleston was playing real well in the month of June, and, you know, Wright was right in the pine. Then once Eggleston left for Mexico, Wright got his starting slot back, and he went on fire. Hit .373 in July, and he's never looked back. The 2-2. Ground ball to short, fielded by Zawadzki. Sidearm throw to first just in time. Wright is human. He is retired. 1 away here in the 5th. Here comes Jake Fox. Fox responsible for the lone run in this game. A measly RBI groundout, which really stands to be the difference in this all-important Game 4. Of course, Fox's walk-up song, Drinking Beer and Wasting Bullets by Luke Bryan, one of the fans' favorite. Lefty pitcher, righty batter here for the reigning Atlantic League MVP. Fox, 38 home runs this season. He lines one to third, caught by Batista. 2 outs. Man, Fox just loves to swing at the first pitch. Here is Corey Smith. Remember, the biggest hit that Fox has in this series, he actually took a pitch. It was on the second pitch of the at-bat is when his 2-out RBI double occurred in the 11th in Game 2. That gave the Patriots a 5-4 victory and allowed them to salvage a split. You know, the whole goal coming into this series was to split on the road and then have a 2-out-of-3 series here at home. Try and win 2 out of 3. That's what Jody's been preaching since this team won the first half Liberty Division title. And that's exactly what happened. The 0-1. inside. 1-1 count, 2 outs. 1-0 Patriots leading the bottom of the 5th. You know, baseball's a fickle game. I mean, things look bleak for Somerset. They were down 1-0 in the series. They were down 3-0 in game 2 before you can even sit down in your seat. They were down 3-0 after 1 inning. They were down 4-1 heading into the 7th inning of game 2, trailing 0-1 in the series. And they score 4 unanswered runs to win game 2. They edged the Barnstormers last night 2-1, and now they're nursing a 1-0 lead here in game 4 as Smith strikes out looking. Smith's postseason struggles continue. Middle of the order has not been getting it done. But the Patriots still lead 1-0. We head to the top of the 6th on SPN.TV and 1450 WCTC and WCTCAM.com.
When my son needed a children's hospital, I wanted the best. Leading pediatric specialists, right-size technology, and a campus where they don't just practice medicine, they teach it. A place where nurses set the standard for award-winning care and children are treated as more than just patients. I'm grateful I found everything he needed at Rutgers Robert Wood Johnson Medical School and the Bristol Myers Squibb Children's Hospital at Robert Wood Johnson University Hospital.
Kids are the only specialty.
Hi.
Hi, sorry, we're closed.
What? I need help with my deposit.
The bank has rules.
It's really quick.
I can't hear you.
I promise I'm gonna be really quick.
I can't hear you through the glass.
I'll be quick.
You'll be quick, that's what you just said?
Yes.
I'm sorry, I can't hear you. We're closed.
You know what? Okay, hey, sir, okay.
It's time to bank human again. That's why TD Bank has the longest hours and even stays open an extra 10 minutes for when you run late. TD Bank, America's most convenient bank.
With the exclusion of playoff t-shirts.
For comprehensive eye examinations, contact lens and eyeglass, call 908-685-0794. For the Bridgewater Optometric Center at Pearl Vision, the Somerset Shopping Center. PNC is proud to support the Somerset Patriots. Stop by your local PNC branch or visit us at pnc.com to see how we can help you achieve. PNC for the achiever in you. PNC Bank, National Association, member FDIC. Great job by Mike Lawrence, back behind the glass in our CTC headquarters. Great job by our broadcast venue production crew. Great job by the fans to pack TD Bank Ballpark for the second time in as many nights. Patriots lead 1-0 as we head to the top of the 6th inning. First pitch to Andrew Clark is a breaking ball. Count 0-1. You know, this is a Barnstormer team that's in the upper echelon in all the major offensive categories in the regular season. In the month of September, they played 20 games. They averaged over 6 runs per game. Yet they only scored 3 runs in game 1. They only scored 4 runs in game 2. They only scored 1 run in game 3, and they've been blanked thus far in game 4. The only run in the 2 home games thus far was a home run by Andrew Clark in the 7th. He's batting right now with a 1-2 count. The Patriot pitchers have really done a great job. You know, we talked about the starters and guys like Maloney, Merritt, and Lowy and Moran doing their job, as the Barnstormers hitters are just befuddled right now. They don't know what to do. And the bullpen's been lights out for Somerset. 10 1/3 innings in this series, only 1 run allowed. No activity in the pen yet. Ground ball weakly at the second. Hip high hop for Dominguez. Sidearm throw to first. Low but caught by Ward. 1 out here in the top of the 6th inning. Here comes Wilson Batista, who's 0 for 2. Let's take a quick score update at the York Sugarland game. They are scoreless in the bottom of the 7th now from Santander Stadium. Scoreless. Great pitcher's duel between Logan Williamson and Sean Gallagher. Logan for York, Sean for Sugarland. Remember, a York win tonight, they are going to the championship series. A Sugarland win tonight, there's a game 5 tomorrow. So the Patriots and Revs could both clinch tonight, and then that series would begin in York on Wednesday. Ground ball to first, glove by Ward. He'll step on the bag, 2 away. So 2 quick outs for Gary Moran in the 6th inning. The only speed bumps that Gary Moran ran into were in the 1st and 3rd innings when he stranded 5 runners total. Stranded men in the corners in the 1st, and he stranded the bases loaded with 2 outs in the 3rd. Here's Gabe Jacobo. Now, Jacobo did not start this game. This is his first at bat. Remember, he came in for Brett Carroll, who was ejected for arguing a check swing that was called a strike. Carroll was mad they never appealed down to first. It was the home plate umpire that overruled everyone that said that Carroll went around. He said the magic word, and he was ejected. And now Carroll's watching this game and listening to this game in the visiting clubhouse in the third base line. Jacobo's is 1 for 11 in the series, and he hits this one to deep center field. Going back is Tucker at the warning track. He leaps, and he makes the catch. Great defense from Johnny Tucker in front of the 402 sign to rob a potential triple away from Gabe. Bottom 6 we go. Gary, 6 shutout innings, and he's been economical thus far as well, as Gary Moran has only thrown 81 pitches through 6 innings of 5-hit no-run baseball. Bottom 6 next, Patriots lead 1-0 on SPN.TV and 1450 WCTC and WCTCAM.com.
They're taking part in our Spurby Discount Tire Dizzy Bat race. Guys, you got to keep the bat on the ground and your head on the bat. So Nestor, show us how it's done, and Nestor, start spinning. Nestor, start spinning. That's how it's done. So Sherry, you can start now, but you got to go a little faster. Don't worry about the hat, Nestor. Your hair is beautiful. Keep going, guys. A little faster, a little faster. A little faster there, Sherry. And keep going. 3, 2, 1. Go. Drop the bats and go. Well, that was disappointing. Well, Nestor's our winner of the Suburban Discount Tire Dizzy Bat race, or mostly Dizzy Bat race. But have a nice hand for both contestants. Hey, if you had problems with your cars, you leave the ballpark tonight, and that includes the 17 people who left their lights on. Somerset Hills Towing is on site providing automobile assistance. Simply raise the hood of your vehicle or contact a Patriot staff member. Not me, though. With locations in Bridgewater, Lebanon, and Bernardsville, Somerset Hills Towing there for all your automobile towing needs. For more information,
great pitcher's duel here at TD Bank Ballpark. That is the jewel of the Atlantic League. Hello, everyone. I am Justin Answell, live from the Fullerton.com press box. The Patriots lead 1-0. The lone run in this game came way back in the bottom of the first inning, thanks to an RBI groundout by the reigning Atlantic League MVP, Jake Fox. Both Matt Packer, the lefty for the Barnstormers, and the tall, lanky righty hurler, Gary Moran, have been outstanding ever since. We had at the bottom of the 6th inning. The Patriots lead 1-0. They're going to look for some insurance runs, starting with Luis Montanez at the plate, low and away, 1-0. Gary Moran's only had 81 pitches through 6 innings of 5-hit, no-run baseball. There's no activity in the Pats bullpen. It'll be a 1-0. Foul behind home plate. Count 1-1 here to Monty. I mean, guys like, you know, in the middle of this order, it really has not been great. Wright, Smith, Monty, Ward, yet somehow Somerset may end up winning this series in 4 games. It just shows you how talented this team is. Foul behind home plate, count 1-2. In October, you need, in September and October, you need unsung heroes. Remember, this team is already without their starting shortstop, Edwin Masonet, who's out for the postseason with a fractured right wrist. They're not getting much production from the middle of their order. But guys like Ty Wright and Adam Donahue and Jeff Dominguez have been clutch. Grounded in the third base line, foul. Count 1-2. There you see the bullpen. 10 to third innings of 1-run baseball thus far. Everybody's available back there. But with Moran only sitting at 81 pitches thus far, they can continue to relax on the bench beyond the right field wall. The 1-2. This ball's hit deep to left field. Going back is Cole Gardner in front of the warning track. Makes the catch. Monty just got into that one. Montanez led the team in home runs with 17 in the regular season. Flies out right in front of the warning track to start the home half of the 6th. Patriots still lead 1-0. So Packer has done a real nice job. He has retired 7 in a row since the leadoff double from Adam Donahue in the 4th. Sugarland and York still tied at 0 in the bottom of the 7th inning. You know, the old adage in baseball, good pitching beats good hitting, and that's kind of been the case this postseason. You know, we have not had those high-scoring games. And usually these low-scoring games do not fare well for Somerset. This is a team that usually needs to score 4 runs or more, though last night they scored 2 runs and they won. Tonight they have 1 run and they're winning because of Gary Moran, the 1-0. Low and away, count 2-0. Can't say enough about Gary Moran. Guy's pitching on 10 days rest, and maybe he's pitching a little angry with a big-time chip on his shoulder because he did not get to start in games 1, 2, or 3. But it was a tough decision for Domel and Jody. The 2-0. Check swing grounded in the first baseline foul, count 2-1. I think it was more of a matchup decision. It wasn't so much that they doubted Gary Moran. It was the fact they wanted 2 lefties to pitch at Clipper Magazine Stadium because of that short porch out in right field to try and neutralize the tough lefties, which made sense by going with the southpaws Maloney and Merritt. And you could have either gone Lowy or Moran in games 3 and 4. The 2-1. Ground ball up the middle. It's going to be a base hit for Daryle Ward. So the ex-Barnstormer gets a base hit against his former team. 1 on, 1 out. Patriots lead 1-0, home half of the 6th. And here comes Adam Donahue. Donahue belted a double to dead center field. And this is going to prompt a mound visit from Rich Rundles, the first-year pitching coach for the Barnstormers. So this will be the first mound visit for the Lancaster Barnstormers. Remember, the new pace of play rules state that each team is only allowed 3 mound visits per game. So Sparky's going to mingle with some fans in the concourse during this mound visit. Great crowd on hand here at TD Bank Ballpark. You know, great job by our front office staff and our sales staff to sell all these playoff tickets. You know, it's tough to sell, you know, Game 4 on short notice because Game 4 really is if necessary. But obviously it was necessary for this series. But great job of packing the park. This is the place to be on a Saturday night in Central Jersey. Well, here comes Don. He's having a great postseason, hitting .385 this postseason. Lefty pitcher, righty batter. First pitch chopped on the third baseline foul. Count 0-1. This is Don's 3rd year with the Somerset Patriots, and this was clearly his best season. Only hit 3 home runs in 2012, hit 6 home runs in 2013, hit 9 home runs in 2014, so it's gone up in increments of 3 every year. So if he comes back to play next year, we all can expect 12 homers from him. The 0-1. This ball's lifted into center field. It's going to get down for a base hit. Could they get Ward on a force out at second? He just gets there in time. Ward had to hold up halfway between first and second because he thought maybe Golston would have a beat on it. But Golston let it drop. Then Ward had to motor into second to avoid the unconventional 8-4 force out. But good base running by Ward. The big fella scampers into second. 2 on, 1 out. Patriots lead 1-0. Bottom of the 6th. And here comes another one of the hot hitters in the lineup, Jeff Dominguez. Jeff has hit safely in 3 of the 4 games in this postseason. Lefty pitcher, righty batter, force anywhere except home. Patriots lead 1-0, bottom 6. Pitch is low, count 1-0. Dominguez has had RBIs in each of the last 2 evenings. And they were big-time RBI. The home run last night, the game-tying RBI single in the 8th inning. These would be big here. You know, you just need some breathing room for Gary Moran. I mean, 1-0 may be good enough for Gary, but everybody wants more. The 1-0. Sharp breaking ball. That was the best pitch that Packers thrown. Lays in for a strike. Count 1-1. You do not have good spin in the bases with Ward on second and Donnie on first. The single does not necessarily play to run here. Need to avoid a double play. The 1-1. Low and in, count 2-1 here to Jeff Dominguez, who hit .275 in the regular season. Hit .277 in the regular season last year with the Skeeters. 2-1 count here to Domo. This guy hits 385 with runners in scoring position. The 2-1, ground ball through the left side for a base hit. Daryle Ward's going to round third. The throw from Cole Gardner to the plate is going to be not in time. Up the third baseline as the runners advance to second and third. It's another big-time clutch hit by Jeff Dominguez, his third straight game with an RBI, as the Patriots lead 2-0 here in the sixth. How good has Jeff Dominguez been? I mean, Josh Presley said you're going to love this guy, and he comes through. This guy hits 385 with runners in scoring position. And now you've got runners on second and third, 1 out, and a chance for more. And here comes the kid, Kelly. And look, Domo hit in the 2-hole in game 1, and he went hitless. And they dropped him down in the order to the 8-hole to take some pressure off of him. And he's come through with back-to-back-to-back big RBIs in games 2, 3, and 4. As the Patriots lead 2-0, 1 out, runners on second and third, and this may do it for Matt Packer. They're going to bring in a new pitcher to face the neophyte, Scott Kelly. So we'll step aside for 60 seconds. Runners on second and third, 1 out, 2-0 Patriots lead, bottom of the sixth. Kelly at the plate on SPN.TV and 1450 WCTC and WCTCAM.com.
Okay, Patriots fans, when I yell Somerset, you yell Patriots. Somerset! Are you kidding me? You see 287 over there? I want the traffic stopped. I want people going, dude, on over there. Are you ready? Are you sure? Somerset! 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 Now we're talking.
Two 2-0 Patriots lead. Bottom of the sixth inning, 1 out. Runners on second and third. Matt Packer is done. He'd be in line for the loss. And the new pitcher is going to be the righty Cody Epley. 6'5", 205-pound righty from Dillsburg, Pennsylvania. An ex-big leaguer with the New York Yankees. Numbers for Epley in the regular season. 4-0, 1.59 ERA in 26 games. Now, Scott Kelly was due up, but they're going to take Kelly out. They're going to bring in Aharon Eggleston. So this is a game of matchups here. They took out the lefty, did Lancaster, to bring in a righty pitcher. And now Jody's going to take out his righty batter to bring in a lefty hitter in Aharon Eggleston. So Eggleston will be at the plate for the Somerset Patriots. Eggleston is hitless in this postseason. He is 0 for 4 with 2 walks. Righty pitcher, lefty batter. Runners on second and third, 1 out. And here comes Eggleston. Eggleston came up with the bases loaded, 1 out in the bottom of the 7th last night. Ended up grounding out to first for a fielder's choice force out at the plate. Now, the infield's going to come in. Patriots lead 2-0 thanks to the Dominguez RBI single. Donnie on third, Domo on second. They both advanced 90 feet because the throw went through the cutoff man to home. I would be careful for the safety squeeze here. Eggleston is one of the better bunters in this team. In fact, last year he had a walk-off bunt safety squeeze single in a game against the Bluefish last June. And if Eggy can just bunt one up the first base line, Donnie could easily score. Infield comes in, 1 out. 2-0 Patriots lead, bottom 6, threatening for more. Righty pitcher, lefty batter. Aharon Eggleston, an all-star from a year ago. He's going to swing and he's going to whiff. Count 0-1. Eggy, 33 years old, from Las Vegas, Nevada. He was with Somerset in the beginning of the year, then he earned a promotion to Mexico. Now he's back with Somerset to try and help this team win their 6th Atlantic League championship. The 0-1 to the pinch hitter, Eggy. Low and inside, count 1-1. Eggleston in the regular season was a .251 hitter with a homer and 25 RBI. Cody Epley, an ex-big leaguer, against Aharon Eggleston, who's never played affiliated baseball. That's what makes the Atlantic League so cool. You get matchups like this. Donahue, the runner 90 feet away, does not have good speed. If you're going to hit a sac fly, it needs to be deep. The 1-1. This ball's hit deep to left center field. Going back is Cole Garner. He's going to make the catch. Tagging from third is Donahue. The play at the plate will be cut off in the infield. It's a pinch hit. RBI sac fly for Aharon Eggleston. The Patriots lead 3-0 here in the 6th. Well, he did the job. You need to hit the ball deep in that circumstance. He dipped his back shoulder, drove the ball to the outfield, and Donahue was able to score fairly easily. So good situational hitting right there, and a good job by Jody to pinch hit with Eggleston. He knew Eggleston was a bit stronger than Kelly, and he could force that ball to the outfield. And here comes Tucker. So Dominguez stays at second. 2 runs in this inning for Somerset, 2 huge insurance runs. Patriots lead 3-0 in the 6th. Righty on righty matchup. First pitch. Fly ball into left field, should end the inning. Cole Garner's there. He's going to make the catch. Inning over, but damage done. Patriots played a pair. RBI single by Dominguez. RBI sac fly by the pinch hitter Eggleston. They lead 3-0, 2/3 of the way through this contest. Top of the 7th we go on SPN.TV and 1450 WCTC and WCTCAM.com.
Come play with us! BSC has the only 4-level fantasy-themed laser tag arena in the country. Drop in for a game or book your next family fun outing and experience the best laser tag in New Jersey. Arcade games for all ages. Win tickets and take home great prizes just like the Shore. BSC also offers exciting party options in a fun and unique environment. Sports leagues, camps, and child development programs. BSC has something for everyone. Stop by and join the excitement.
Fullerton is?
View our full inventory of new Ford cars and trucks online at Fullerton.com.
Now playing left field, number 91, Aharon Eggleston. Moving from right field to center field, Luis Montañez. Now playing right field, number 5, Ty Wright. Moving from center field to second base, Johnny Tucker. Moving from second base to shortstop, Jeff Dominguez.
Visit NJ.com, the #1 source for news and information about New Jersey and our communities. From our schools to our streets, our city halls, high school sports and pro sports, small news, big news, true Jersey all the time at NJ.com. From live event streaming to creative and compelling commercial production, Broadcast Venue specializes in guiding New Jersey through the digital age. Sports entertainment on a whole new level. Broadcast Venue, the official broadcast provider of the Somerset Patriots. We're through 6 innings of play. Patriots now lead comfortably 3-0. Gary Moran, 81 pitches through 5 hits of no-run baseball. He's back out for the 7th. Fastball away, count 1-0. So more breathing room for Gary Moran. Patriots are 9 outs away from going to the championship series. A liner to the left field line, foul. Count 1-1. It'll be Zawadzki, Apodaca, and Golson due up. 8, 9, and 1 in the order. The Revs and the Skeeters are going to the bottom of the 8th inning, scoreless. So that's another low-scoring game going on in the Atlantic League. It'll be a 1-1. Ground ball to first, fielded by Ward in foul territory. Tried to will it fair to no avail. 1-2 count here to Zawadzki, who has an infield single and a tapper back to the mound. Somerset Patriots trying to go to the championship series for the 10th time in franchise history. This is their 11th postseason appearance. This is the Barnstormers' 4th postseason appearance. They've only been to the championship series twice. They won it in 2006. They lost in the title series to the Ducks in 2012. Ground ball softly at the short. Dominguez is there. Throw to first. In time, he got him. Dominguez is now playing short since Kelly was pinch hit for. Here's the new defensive alignment. It's Eggleston in left, Montañez in center, right and right. Smitty stays at third. Domo moves from second to short, and going from center to second is now Johnny Tucker. So good play by Jeff Dominguez, whose best position is second base, but with the injured Edwin Masonette, there's kind of been a rotisserie over at short. between guys like Scott Kelly and Jeff Dominguez. And here comes Keith Castillo. Castillo's going to pinch hit for Apodaca. They want to get the lefty in to face the righty Moran. How good has Gary Moran been? Gary Moran has retired 7 in a row. So economical as well. Still no activity in the Pats' pen. First pitch away, count 1-0. Gary Moran, the 1-0. Low and in, count 2-0. Look, in Gary Moran's 24 starts in the regular season, the Patriots went 18-6 when he towed the rubber. This guy's a sheer winner. You know, did he win some games? Did he win some high-scoring games? Sure he did. Did he get some run support? Yes, but the name of the game is winning, and this guy is a winner. He has a career minor league record of 42-23, nearly 20 games above 500. The team won 75% of his starts this year. This is a guy who was yanked out of the rotation after the first 3 weeks of the season. In for a called strike. 3-1 count, 1 out. No one on. 3-0 Patriots leading the top of the 7th inning. But when he was taken out of the rotation, he didn't mope. He didn't pout. He learned by observing, and he just waited for another opportunity. In for another called strike, count 3-2. He's worked religiously and rigorously in his side sessions with all-star pitching coach Corey Donald to try and rectify his mechanics. And look, he's a tall, lanky guy. There's a lot of moving body parts with this delivery as he ends up walking Castillo with 1 out here in the 7th. So a pinch hit walk issued to Castillo. 1 on, 1 out. Tying run now in the on-deck circle, and here comes Golson. Remember, this is a Barnstormer team that lives and dies with a long ball, so they're never out of a game. Righty on righty matchup here. First pitch in for a called strike. Count 0-1 here to Golson, who is 1 for 3. He does have a home run in this series that came off Roy Merritt in game 2. The 0-1. Breaking ball inside. Count 1-1 here to Golson. Golson was drafted in the first round of the 2004 Major League Baseball draft. Same first-round draft class as lefty David Percy on the Somerset Patriots. Percy's in the bullpen right now. Has not been used in this series. The 1-1. Fly ball, foul side of first base. Ward giving a look, but hits on top of the dugout. Count 1-2. And that was a pretty impressive 2004 first-round draft class. Here's some other names that were drafted along with Greg Golson and David Percy in the first round 10 years ago. You ready? Justin Verlander, Homer Bailey, Jared Weaver, Stephen Drew, Billy Butler, Neil Walker, Phil Hughes, and Glenn Perkins. You know, it's always fun to look back at first-round draft classes and see who was drafted where. You know, the draft's unpredictable. It'll be a 1-2. Low and away, count 2-2. I mean, look at Gary Moran. This guy was a 41st round draft pick, and he is absolutely shoving it against the Lancaster Barnstormers. Scott Kelly, undrafted. Guy is a single in this series, in this game, and played a great shortstop. I mean, it's an unpredictable sport. And that's what makes this league so cool. I mean, you get guys from different races, different ethnicities, different religious backgrounds, different parts of the country, all coming together as one. You know, some have a lot of money. You know, some have been perennial minor leaguers. But they all come for one common goal, and this to win and hoist that hardware in early October. And Somerset, if they win tonight, they would be 3 wins away from winning the championship for the first time since 2009 in their franchise history. It'll be a 3-2 count here to Golson. Let's see if they send Castillo here in this payoff pitch. Will Gary walk his second straight batter? Castillo's not going. It's foul behind home plate. We'll do it again. Last night, Somerset did have a strike him out, throw him out, double play. Gary Moran is sitting at 97 pitches right now. The 3-2. Runner on the move, and this ball is grounded in the third baseline foul. And he may have swung at ball 4. That was above the letters, so Gary Moran gets a break. Moran just threw that ball 88 miles per hour, so he still has some good life on the fastball here in the 7th inning with 1 out, and the Patriots leading 3-0 and a runner on first. 2 huge insurance runs came across last half inning via the 8 and 9 hitters, Dominguez and Eggleston, with an RBI single and RBI sac fly, respectively. The 3-2, runner on the move. It's swung on and foul tipped at home plate, and we'll do it again. It'll be a 3-2. To Golson. Will Castillo be going again? He's on the move. The 3-2. It's inside, and he walked him. Back-to-back walks issued by Gary Moran. And now the Barnstormers have the tying run coming to the plate with runners on first and second, 1 out. And Salvador Sanchez is warming up in the Patriots bullpen, as is Daniel Herrera. And now Roy Merritt tips his cap, as does Darryl McCall, probably telling Jody that the relievers are ready. And this may do it for Gary Moran. Just an absolute stellar outing. Remember, this is a guy who is pitching on 10 days rest against one of the best hitting teams in the Atlantic League. Now he hasn't taken him out yet. 2 on, 1 out, 3-0 Patriots lead, top of the 7th inning. Tying run to the plate for Olmo Rosario. Rosario is 2 for 3 tonight against Moran. Now Moran is obviously tiring a bit. He has just walked back-to-back hitters on full counts. And they're going to take the ball from Gary Moran, and he'll receive a warm applause from this capacity crowd on hand here at TD Bank Ballpark. Pitching on 10 days rest, he goes 6 1/3 shutout innings, although the runners on first and second are his responsibility. Outstanding work from the tall, lanky righties, one of the best guys on this team. Great work from Gary. Could not be more proud of Gare Bear. But Salvador Sanchez going to come in and clean up this mess. 1 out, runners on first and second. We'll keep it right here to help build some drama, as Sanchez is going to try and strand 2 runners with 1 out. Let's pause for 10 seconds. Station identification, the Somerset Patriots Baseball Radio Network. Cool. So the 6'6", 210-pounder from New York City, Salvador Sanchez, comes in relief of the 6'8", tall righty Gary Moran. Salvador Sanchez threw a scoreless inning in Game 2 of the Liberty Division Series. He only made 4 appearances for Somerset in the regular season, did well in all of them. He spent majority of the year in the New Jersey Jackals organization playing in the Can-Am League, where he registered 25 saves as the Jackals closer. He's not going to be the closer here. In fact, he's not even going to be the 8th inning guy here. He is going to be the setup guy. He's going to be the 7th inning guy here, and he's pitching the 7th inning right now. 1 out, runners on first and second. 3-0 Patriots lead, and the 2, 3, and 4 hitters are coming up, starting with Olmo Rosario, who hit safely in 18 of the 20 regular season games he played in. Rosario is 2 for 3 tonight. In the regular season, Olmo Rosario hit .364 with 3 homers and 15 RBI in 20 games played. We're exactly 2 hours into this contest. Patriots nursing a 3-0 lead. Drama here from TD Bank Ballpark. The runners on first and second both walk. They're Gary Moran's responsibility. Gary Moran can get the win or no decision. He cannot get the loss because the tying run is at the plate, and that's Salvador Sanchez's responsibility to get him out. First pitch. In for a called strike. Count 0-1. Gary finishes with 102 pitches. 61 strikes, 41 balls. The Revs and Skeeters are now 0-0 in the top of the 9th inning at Santander Stadium. Revs are the home team. A double play would end this. The 0-1. Swing and a miss. Good slider. Count 0-2. One of the things that Somerset really focused on in the month of September was retooling their much maligned middle relief and bullpen. You know, they don't have guys like Mike Solbach here anymore. They don't have guys like Corey Haroldcheck here anymore. They don't have guys like Mike DeMar here anymore. They've brought in Salvador Sanchez, a secret weapon. Nobody's ever seen this guy before. The 0-2. Ground ball to short, should be 2. 6, 4, throw to first. Not in time. Oh, just up the first base line. The return throw from Tucker. Give Golson credit. That was a hard takeout slide to clip the legging of Johnny Tucker. Nearly an inning clutch double play, but just a force out at second. So Min on the corners, 2 outs, and here comes the 2012 Atlantic League MVP, one of the most feared hitters in the Atlantic League's history, Blake Galen. Galen has 18 home runs in 66 games this year. 6 of those 18 have come against Somerset, including the game-winning 2-run home run in Game 1 that gave the Stormers their only victory in this best-of-5 set thus far as the Patriots lead 2-1 in the series. This is Game 4. We're in the top of the 7th with 2 outs and Min on the corners. First pitch, fastball away to the 5'8" lefty, count 1-0. Galen is 0 for 1 with 2 walks and a pop-up to foul territory at third base. Min on the corners, tying run of the plate. The 1-0. Pop-up! Shallow center field. Monty coming in. He camps under it. He makes the catch. Salvador Sanchez strands a pair. Get up and stretch your extremities if you're listening and you're watching your couch at home. Patriots lead by a field goal, 3-0. Bottom 7 next here on SPN.TV and 1450 WCTC and WCTCAM.com.
Looking for incredible savings and selection on leading brands of furniture and bedding? Visit Flemington Department Store, family owned and operated for over 50 years. Our 2-acre showroom features the brands you want, all at exceptional values. Flemington's highly trained furniture experts are not on commission, so you can experience a pressure-free and informative shopping experience. Come explore the best-kept secret in New Jersey at the Flemington Department Store on Route 31 in Flemington.
When my son needed a children's hospital, I wanted the best, leading pediatric specialists, right-size technology, and a campus where they don't just practice medicine, they teach it. A place where nurses set the standard for award-winning care and children are treated as more than just patients. I'm grateful I found everything he needed at Rutgers Robert Wood Johnson Medical School and the Bristol Myers Squibb Children's Hospital at Robert Wood Johnson University Hospital.
Kids are the only specialty.
Okay. Be safe behind the wheel by avoiding distractions within your control. Don't text or talk on your cell phone while you're driving. It's dangerous against the law. This message brought to you by NJM Auto Insurance. Book your appointment for a tour and see for yourself why the Palace is central in New Jersey's most sought-after venue for life's important moments. This is the Palace at Somerset Park. When we head to the bottom of the 7th inning, gorgeous evening here at TD Bank Ballpark. Patriots lead 3-0 in Game 4 of the Liberty Division Series. They are 6 outs away from heading the championship series for the second time in as many years as the fans are doing the Cotton Eye Joe in the concourse. Everybody's excited. The kids are excited. They're happy. They're dancing. The adults are excited because their kids are happy and they're safe here at TD Bank Ballpark. Cody Epley remains in the game. He'll face the 2, 3, and 4 hitters, Wright, Fox, and Smith. How about Ty Wright? He's 8 for 14 in the postseason.
Bottom of the 7th inning for the Patriots, number 5, Ty Wright.
Ty Wright is hit safely in all 4 games in this postseason thus far. Epley against Wright. 3-0 Patriots lead. Somerset would love some more runs here. If they can get one more run, you'd feel real confident. This team went 71-15 when they scored 4 runs or more. And now the Patriots have a lead after 7 innings. This team is 61-3 this season when leading after 7. Now, would they go Jason Lowy for a 4th straight game for the 8th inning, or would they keep Salvador Sanchez back for the 8th? Now, nobody's warming up in the Pats pen, so I think Salvador would come back for the 8th. Salvador only threw 5 pitches to get 2 outs in the 7th, so I think you could definitely use him for another inning. It'll be a 1-0. Low and away, count 2-0. You may want to stay away from Jason Lowy. Not that he's, not that you don't trust him. The guy would be pitching, though, in his 4th straight game. They're going to the bottom of the 9th in York, all tied at 0. So the Revs are going to look for their 2nd straight walk-off win. The 2-0. Outside, 3-0. So it'll be a 3-0 count to right. Do you green light him here? I think you do. Let's see. The 3-0 here to right, who is 8 for 14 in the postseason. The pitch. Inside corner for a called strike. My goodness. Where was that? Wright took 3 steps up the first base line, insinuating he thought that was ball 4. I thought that was way inside. It's now a 3-1 count. The 3-1, broken back ground ball to third, spinning move by Batista, throw to first, in time he got him. Ty still 8 for 15 in the postseason, unbelievable. So 1 out, no one on, 3-0 Patriots lead. And here comes Jake Fox, who has an RBI grounded, a hit by pitch, and a line out to third.
Number 34, Jake Fox.
Righty on righty matchup here. Fox, the reigning Atlantic League MVP. Of course, he was the hero in Game 2. Swing and a miss. Count 0-1. Fox just continuing to jump at the first pitch. It'll be an 0-1 here to Jake. Breaking ball swung on and missed. Count 0-2. Well, even if Fox, you know, his stats only show that he's hitting 200, but look, this guy had the game-winning double in Game 2. Where would Somerset be without that big RBI double to play right in the 11th with 2 outs? The 0-2. Cue shot to first, fielded by Jacobo. He'll glove it and step on the bag himself. 2 outs, no one on. Bottom 7, 3-0 Patriots lead. And here's Corey Smith, who's 0 for 3. Smith just 2 for 16 in the postseason. Righty on righty matchup, 2 outs, no one on. Patriots leading 3-0. This team is 6 outs away from heading the championship series for the 2nd time in as many years. This is the team that won the first half of the Liberty Division title. They battled through injuries, and they still won the second half Liberty Division title. They won the Turnpike Cup. They've seen so many players advance overseas and go to affiliate ball. I mean, this 2014 Somerset Patriot team is a microcosm of what this Atlantic League is supposed to be about. Getting players back to where they belong, still winning at the same time, doing it with class on the field, being good citizens off the field. Fly ball to center field. It's going to be caught by Golson in the 7th. Through 7, Patriots lead 3-0. Top of the 8th we go on SPN.TV and 1450 WCTC and WCTCAM.com.
The heavy rain season is here, which means you want to make sure your sump pump is in good working order. A sump pump removes water that might enter your home through the foundation. Just a little water can cause thousands of dollars in damage, so it's important to make sure your sump pump is ready for everything Mother Nature can throw at it. Here's all you do. First, make sure your sump pump is plugged in. Now test your pump by lifting the float. If the pump comes on, chances are you'll be okay. If there's water in the basket, it should empty. If the motor doesn't come on, you may have a problem and a wet basement. Here's a great option to consider: a sump pump with a battery backup. This way, if the power goes out during heavy storms, the sump pump will keep running. If you want us to inspect or repair or replace your sump pump, give us a call. We'll be happy to help you out.
Visit Alpine Business Systems at www.alpinebiz.com. Alpine Business Systems, the official IT provider of the Somerset Patriots. Get the sweat-free guarantee. Call Weltman Home Services today for a 21-point air conditioning system inspection for just $89. The phone number is 888-WELTMAN. Somerset Patriots 6 outs away as they try and win their 6th Atlantic League championship. They're 6 outs away from going to the championship series. 2 down, 4 to go. That's kind of been the mindset in the clubhouse. They've won 2 games. The objective is to win 6 in the postseason. 3 in the first round, 3 in the championship series. You can hoist that hardware and get those coveted rings. Here's Cole Gardner. So like I predicted, Salvador Sanchez will stay in the game for the top of the 8th inning. Patriots lead 3-0. Sanchez only needed 5 pitches to get 2 outs to strand men on the corners that were Gary Moran's responsibility. Outstanding effort from Gary Moran. 6 1/3 innings, 102 pitches, no runs allowed for Moran, pitching on 10 days rest. Could not be more proud of Gary. The 0-1 here to Gardner. Inside, count 1-1. The Barnstormers, they're known for their killer G's. Guys like Golson and Galen and Gardner. It's like a law firm on this team. But they've been pretty silent, specifically here in Central Jersey. The 1-1 here to Cole. Only has 2 RBI in the series. He was 3rd in the league in RBI, 92. Check swing, did he go? Looks like he did not. Count 2-1. The Skeeters and the Revolution, they're going to the 10th inning scoreless at Santander Stadium. The Skeeters need to win to force a Game 5. If the Revs win, they're going to the championship series for the 3rd time in franchise history and for the first time since 2011. The 2-1. Swing and a miss. Count 2-2. Somerset trying to go to the championship series for the 10th time in franchise history for the 2nd straight year. This has just been an extremely well-played series. You know, if the Barnstormers end up losing, they played their hearts out. Still a long ways away. Somerset still 6 outs away. But this team did go 61-3 when leading after 7, did Somerset. So you feel confident right now, fouling an inning behind home plate. And we'll do it again. But the reason why you cannot count Lancaster out is because this team lives and dies with a long ball. As a matter of fact, the batter right now, Cole Gardner, led the league in home runs with 26. No Patriot had more than 17. The 2-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Salvador Sanchez, nasty slider, 1 out. Patriots 5 outs away from going to the championship series. And here comes Andrew Clark, who is 0 for 3. This is a Lancaster Barnstormers team that had a 1-0 lead after 1 game. They led the series 1-0. They were leading Game 2 4-1 heading into the 7th inning at Clipper Magazine Stadium, a venue where they were 44-26 in the regular season. And Somerset was able to score 2 in the 7th, 1 in the 8th, and 1 in the 11th to somehow salvage a miraculous split and take that momentum from the Keystone State to the Garden State, where they won last night 2-1, and now they lead this evening 3-0 with 1 out in the top of the 8th and no one on. Righty pitcher, lefty batter. This is Salvador Sanchez's inning here. The 1-0. In for a called strike, count 1-1. How about this Patriot bullpen? Now 11 1/3 innings of 1-run baseball in this series. Unreal. And Hunton told me, we met a couple times in the offseason. He said, I think the strength of this team is going to be the bullpen. In the beginning of the year, I definitely believed him because they had guys like Kyler Newby and Carlos Fisher who were so good they went to affiliated ball in AAA. And then the bullpen got a little weak in September. You know, Solbach and Haroldchek and DeMar just weren't getting the job done. And they needed new life in that pen, and they got Salvador Sanchez. And he has just been dynamite in the 7th inning. And plus, with the ample amount of starters they have, they bring guys like Zielinski in the pen and Arneson in the pen. McCall's a great reliever. We haven't even seen him yet. The 2-1. Fouled off the front foot of Jacobo. 2-2 count, 1 out, no one on. 3-0 Patriots lead in the top of the 8th inning. Capacity crowd on in. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. The 2-strike clap picks up. Salvador Sanchez looking for a 2nd straight strikeout here to start this 8th. The 2-2. Low and away, count 3-2. Well, the offensive heroes in this series for Somerset, 3 players in particular, Jeff Dominguez, Ty Wright, and Adam Donahue. It just shows you how complete and deep this team is when it wasn't even the middle of the order guys that were coming through other than the Fox double. Low and in, and he walked him. So now the tying run's in the on-deck circle. You need to keep the tying run in the on-deck circle. You not want it to get to the plate because this team can hit a home run on command on any count with any batter, with anybody in the order.
Number 30, Wilson Batista.
And here comes Wilson Batista, who's 0 for 3. Batista began the year with Camden. Then he was released by Camden when he was a .284 hitter. Then he signed with Lancaster. Then he went to the Mexican League, and now he's back with Lancaster. This ball's into right center field. Montanez on the run. He's going to dive. It's going to get by him. It's going to trickle in near the warning track. Cutting it off is going to be Ty Wright, and stopping at third is going to be Andrew Clark. Good job by Ty Wright to back up Monty there and try to make a web gem headfirst diving catch in right center field and could not get it. The ball skipped by him and was rolling behind him. Wright was able to cut it off. It's a double for Batista, and all of a sudden, with the Patriots leading 3-0 and 1 out in the top of the 8th inning, you now have runners on 2nd and 3rd, and you have Gabe Jacobo, the batter. And Jacobo is 1 for 12 in the postseason. Jacobo represents the tying run. He's 1 for 12 in the postseason. In the regular season, Jacobo hit .281 with 9 homers and 48 RBI. Infield will play back. You'll give up a run in exchange for an out right now. Righty on righty matchup. Inside, count 1-0. Look, you'll take an RBI groundout. You'll take an RBI stack fly right now. You just need outs. Patriots 5 outs away from winning this series. It'll be a 1-0 here to Gabe Jacobo, who did not start this game. He came in for Brett Carroll, who was ejected. Swing and a miss, count 1-1. Carroll was ejected in the 4th inning for arguing a check swing that was ruled a strike. He thought he did not go around. Daniel Herrera is warming up. This would be the 4th straight game that Herrera's pitched. He'll probably face Zawatsky, who's on deck. This is going to be the last batter for Salvador Sanchez. The 1-1. Plunked him. Hit him on the elbow. And now the bases are loaded, 1 out. Tying run at first base, and the lefty Zawatsky's coming to the plate. I think they're going to bring in the lefty Herrera. So this will do it for Salvador Sanchez. He gives up a walk, a bloop double in right center, and then he plunks Jacobo. Salvador did a great job in the 7th, but when he came back for the 8th, he was a bit shaky. Bases loaded, 1 out, top of the 8th, 3-0 Patriots lead. Go-ahead run at home with Zawatsky. They're going to bring in the lefty to neutralize the lefty Zawatsky. Then we're 8 hitter in the order. We'll step aside for 60 seconds on the New Talk Radio, 1450 WCTC and WCTCAM.com.
Fans, you purchase 50-50 ticket. Here's your winning number. If you have the winning ticket, come up to the table behind 201 where you purchased your 50-50. Your winning number 500-8414. purchase a winning ticket, come up to the table behind 201. Those last 4 numbers, 8418.
The Barnstormers are threatening. 1 out, top of the 8th inning. Bases loaded. Patriots lead 3-0. And the ex-big leaguer with the Reds, Brewers, and Mets is coming in to pitch. The 5'6", 165-pound southpaw, 29 years old from Odessa, Texas, Daniel Herrera. Crowd anxiously on the edge of their forest green seats here. Herrera in the regular season inherited 8 runners. Only 1 of them scored. This is the 4th straight appearance for Daniel Herrera. In the regular season, Herrera made 36 appearances, 3 starts, 4-0 record, 3.43 ERA. Bases loaded, 1 out. Zawadzki's at the plate. Last night, Herrera faced Zawadzki, and he struck Zawadzki out on 4 pitches. But Zawadzki will not bat. It's going to be pinch hitter Yusuke Kajimoto. So Kajimoto is going to pinch hit for Zawadzki because they want the righty to face the lefty Herrera. Kajimoto is just 1 for 7 in the postseason. So both managers are emptying out their bench. Bases loaded, 1 out. The middle infielders will play back. The corners will play in. Patriots lead 3-0. A double play gets you out of this unscathed. You can live with an RBI sac fly here. You can live with an RBI ground out. You just do not want a single or dare even say an extra base hit that would tie this game. Kajimoto, one of 2 Asian-born players in the team. The switch hitter bats from the right side. First pitch up and away, count 1-0. On third is Andrew Clark. He worked a full count walk. On second is Wilson Batista. He doubled in the right center field. On first is Gabe Jacobo. He was hit by a pitch. Long stare down from Herrera to Donahue. Now Herrera steps off. Look, Herrera has a winning pedigree. He won a championship with the Long Island Ducks last year. That was when Long Island outlasted Somerset in that championship series and won 3-2. Now Herrera's with the good guys playing for the Pats in the red, white, and blue. Big spot here. The Stormers have threatened a few innings, but they've unable to get that big hit. The 1-0. Up and away, count 2-0. Warming up is John Hunton. Somerset 5 outs away. Hunton is, of the 49 saves that Hunton's had, he's never had a save that went more than an inning. It'll be a 2-0 here to Kajimoto. Fly ball to the right field line, foul, count 2-1. This would be Hunton's 3rd straight day of work. Hunton, the last 2 seasons, has 5 saves and 5 opportunities. All 5 saves were by 1 run. Patriots won by 1 in each of those 5 games. It'll be a 2-1 here to Kajimoto. Bases loaded, 1 out. Top of the 8th inning. 3-0 Patriots lead. But the Stormers are threatening. They had the bases loaded in the 3rd and did not score. What happens in the 8th? Up and in, 3-1. Now Herrera is 1 pitch away from walking the pinch hitter Kajimoto. If you walk Kajimoto, it makes it a 2-run ball game, and the tying run would be at second base. Barnstormers are showing some life. It'll be a 3-1 to Kajimoto, just 1 for 7 in the postseason. And this ball's hit deep down the left field line. Going back is Eggleston, warning track wall. It's gone. A pinch hit, grand slam by Yusuke Kajimoto. And the Stormers lead 4-3 here in the 8th. Wow. Yusuke Kajimoto, a pinch hit grand slam. Kajimoto had just 4 home runs in the regular season. And now he hits a pinch hit grand slam that's just deposited over the left field walls. The Stormers are hyped up. 4-3, Stormers lead the Patriots. Top of the 8th inning, 1 out.
Number 28, Keith Castillo.
Wow. This capacity crowd is silent. This ball is grounded to second base. Tucker scoops it up. Throw to first. 2 away. And Herrera thinks he's out of the inning. And he was kind of walking off the mound. And he's got to stay on. There's only 2 outs there, Danny. So Castillo just grounded out. 2 outs, no one on. 4-3 Lancaster leads. Wow. A pinch hit grand slam. In for a called strike, count 0-1. The bullpen had just been dominant the first 3 games. 10 in the third innings, no runs, 1 run. And then all of a sudden 4 runs come across off Sanchez/Herrera in this inning. The 0-1, swing and a miss, count 0-2. Well, looking ahead to the bottom of the 8th inning, Somerset would send up Monty, Ward, and Donahue. This ball is looped into left field. Eggleston on the run, he makes the catch. But the damage done. A pinch hit grand slam by Yusuke Kajimoto. 4-3 Stormers lead. Bottom 8 we go on the New Talk Radio, 1450 WCTC and WCTCAM.com.
Hey! Is this heaven?
No. It's Somerset.
Headquarters in Bridgewater, New Jersey. We work to prevent and treat the diseases we know about today, as well as those we may face tomorrow. The Somerset County Education Association supports the outstanding public school employees that make your child's education possible. Bottom of the 8th inning, a sudden turn of events. The Stormers now have a 4-3 lead thanks to the pinch hit grand slam by Yusuke Kajimoto with 1 out last half inning off of the lefty Daniel Herrera. And you know what? It was Herrera's 4th straight outing. Maybe he was a bit tired. Fell behind the count 3-1. You know, Herrera's usually a lefty-lefty kind of guy. Hobson went with the pinch hitter to get the righty against the lefty Herrera, and it worked out well as he pummeled one over the left field wall to give the Stormers their first lead of the evening. But look, Somerset cannot be frowning right now. They've been so resilient all season long. They have 40 come-from-behind victories this season, including winning Game 2 in come-from-behind fashion. It'll be Monty, Ward, and Donahue due up. 5, 6, 7 in the order. Montanez led the team in home runs in the regular season with 17, only hitting 133 though in the postseason. First pitch is bunted foul. Count 0-1. We got a new pitcher in the game for the Lancaster Barnstormers. It is going to be number 54, Scott Patterson, 6'7", 225-pounder from Oakdale, Pennsylvania, an ex-big leaguer with the New York Yankees. Patterson in the regular season, 0-1, 17 games, 3.77 ERA. It'll be an 0-1 here to Monty. Nobody out, nobody on. Patriots trail 4-3, bottom 8. And Monty shoots this one to deep left center field. Going back is Greg Golson at the warning track. He'll make the catch. One away. And here comes Daryle Ward, who's 1 for 3 with a run scored. And they may bring in a lefty to face the lefty, Daryle Ward. We have an update in Sugar Land. The Skeeters took a 1-0 lead in the 10th inning thanks to an RBI single by Dominic Ramos. They're in the bottom of the 10th inning now. If the Skeeters win, there will be Game 5 in York tomorrow. So Patterson's job was to face the righty Montanez. We'll keep it right here during these pitching changes to help build some drama. 4-3 Stormers lead, bottom 8, 1 out. No one on. Daryle Ward to the plate. We got a new pitcher coming in. Let's recap this game, though, real quickly for you. It started out extremely well for Somerset as they scored a run in the bottom of the first inning thanks to an RBI groundout by Jake Fox. Then it was a pitcher's duel the rest of the way from Matt Packer and Gary Moran. Both teams had opportunities to score and would waste opportunities with runners in scoring position. Ultimately, Somerset would get 2 big runs in the 6th inning thanks to a RBI single by Dominguez and a pinch hit RBI sac fly by Eggleston to make it a 3-0 ball game. Gary Moran went 6 1/3 innings. Salvador Sanchez cleaned up the mess in the 7th inning. Salvador came in to start the 8th inning, and things went awry in the top of the 8th inning for the Somerset Patriots. 1 out, no one on, a full count walk issued to Clark. Then a bloop double in the right center field by Batista, set up runners on 2nd and 3rd. Then Sanchez hits Jacobo to load the bases. Zawadzki scheduled to hit. Jody brings in the lefty Herrera to face the lefty Zawadzki. Then Hobson makes the counter adjustment. He takes out Zawadzki to bring in the switch hitter Kajimoto, who will bat from the right side. And Kaji, who had just 4 home runs in 96 regular season games, had been 1 for 7 in the postseason with a measly single, belts a pinch hit grand slam deep down the left field line to give the Stormers their first lead of the evening at 4-3. Herrera would limit the damage the rest of the way. There's now 1 out in the bottom of the 8th inning with the Patriots trailing 4-3. And the new pitcher is Ross Peoples against Daryle Ward. Peoples is the mayor, 6'7" pitcher, 222 pounds from Albany, Georgia. He is in to pitch. He's the longest tenured Barnstormer at 9 years. That's why he's nicknamed the mayor, because he's been there so long. He knows everyone. First pitch to Ward is in for a called strike, count 0-1. Peoples, 60 games, 5-2 record, 3.09 ERA. Daryle Ward hit 8 home runs in the regular season. 3 came against his former team, Lancaster. He can tie with 1 swing of the bat. This guy has 90 career big league homers, including 20 in 1 season. That was back in the year 2000 when he was with the Astros when they were in the NL Central. Patriots are down to their final 5 outs. Otherwise, we're going to a Game 5. It'll be an 0-1. Inside, count 1-1. The Somerset Patriots have been so resilient all season long. That's kind of the mindset they have under their 37-year-old skipper, Brett Jody. They had 40 wins in cover-behind fashion, 19 wins in their final at-bat. It'll be a 1-1 here to Ward. Ground ball to first, tails foul. Count 1-2. Kajimoto is now playing second base as Rosario moves to shortstop because Zawadzki was pinch hit for him. So poor Gary Moran, he cannot get the win. He'll get a no decision. Man, that guy pitched his heart out. It'll be a 1-2 to Ward. Ground ball to short, fielded by Rosario. Throw to first is going to be in time. 2 outs. No one on. Bottom 8. Patriots trail 4-3. And here comes Adam Donahue. Don has scored 1 of the 3 runs. He singled, doubled, and he also grounded out to third. It's a 1-0 final. The Skeeters beat the Revolution, so there will be a Game 5 in the Freedom Division Series tomorrow at Santander Stadium, as the Skeeters win 1-0 in an elimination game. So Peoples, he's done. His job was to get Ward out, and he did it. And we got a new pitcher coming in for the Lancaster Barnstormers. We'll continue to keep it right here as Hobson loves to mix and match. This will be the 5th different pitcher used by Butch Hobson this evening. So we got a new pitcher in the ball game. It looks like it's going to be Waiting for him to turn around. Should get a number on this guy. It's a righty, I can tell you that. Pete Andrelsic. Wow, Pete Andrelsic is pitching? Does this guy have a rubber arm? How many times have they gone to Andrelsic? This is the third straight outing for Pete Andrelsic. This postseason, he's gone 2 1/3 innings. He gave up 1 run on 4 hits. He pitched in 70 of the 140 games. He led the team in appearances. So Andrelsic is in to face Adam Donahue. Righty on righty matchup, 2 outs, no one on. Patriots trail 4-3. If you're just joining us, Yusuke Kajimoto stunned this capacity crowd of over 5,000 with a pinch hit grand slam. So righty on righty matchup here. 4-3 Stormers lead 2 outs. There's Kajimoto if you're watching on ESPN.TV. The pinch hit grand slam. That was literally the last thing that everybody expected. I mean, I was expecting maybe a bloop little single at most, not a grand slam, especially from a guy like Kajimoto. But look, how many times have I talked about that throughout this series? This is a Barnstormer team that lives and dies by the long ball. They've now hit at least 1 home run in 4 straight games in this series. 0-1 count here to Donahue. Low and away, count 1-1. I said they would never be out of it because they're always a home run away from getting back in, and obviously the Kajimoto grand slam looms large. It'll be a 1-1. Swing and a miss, count 1-2. It'll be a 1-2 with 2 outs to Donahue, who's hitting .429 in the postseason. Fastball away, 2-2. I mean, look, the guys who have been heroes in the postseason have really been Wright, Donahue, and then on deck, Dominguez. Guys like Fox through Ward in the middle of the order haven't lived up to their regular season averages. The 2-2. Foul tipped in the netting behind home plate. We'll do it again. 4-3, Lancaster leads Somerset in the bottom of the 8th inning. If we do have a Game 5, it would be tomorrow afternoon, 1:05, right here on ESPN.TV and 1450 WCTC. We know we're going to have Game 5 in Texas. In York, I should say, as the Skeeters will play York tomorrow. The 2-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. We head to the top of the 9th inning. 4-3 Lancaster leads on ESPN.TV and 1450 WCTC and WCTCAM.com.
Hold the line! Wait! No retreat! Hold the line! Hold! Wait! No retreat!
.4-3, Patriots lead. Patriots trail. Check that. Top of the 9th inning. New pitcher in the game is going to be David Percy. He'll make his 2014 postseason debut. Now, Percy missed a good 5 weeks with an oblique injury. He pitched in the final game of the regular season. He gave up 3 runs in less than an inning of work. He's been battling a left oblique injury, and he's in the pitch right now in relief. Percy will have to face the following hitters: Rosario, Galen, and Gardner. 2, 3, and 4 in the order for David Percy. Here were Percy's numbers in the regular season. They were pretty impressive. 3-0, 2.72 ERA, 9 games, 7 starts, 39.2 innings, 30 hits allowed, 36 Ks, 18 walks, so a 2-to-1 strikeout-to-walk ratio. Opponents hitting .210 against Percy. If you recall back on August 1st, Percy took a no-hitter into the 7th inning against Lancaster. He's had success against the Barnstormers before. First pitch upstairs, count 1-0. It's very important for Percy to limit the damage here and keep this a 1-run deficit. Looking ahead to the bottom of the 9th inning, the Patriots would send up Dominguez, Eggleston, and Tucker. 8, 9, and 1 in the order. And then obviously your big boppers will be coming up if anybody gets on. Ty Wright. 2-0 count here to Rosario. This is just the second outing for David Percy since August 23rd. In for a called strike, count 2-1. Four 4-3, Stormers lead, top of the 9th inning. The 2-1. Fly ball hit deep to left center field. Going back is Montanez in front of the warning track. He makes the catch, 1 out. Here comes Blake Galen, who's 0 for 2 with 2 walks.
The right fielder, Blake Galen.
Lefty on lefty matchup here. Percy, a former first-round draft pick in 2004. A big leaguer with the White Sox and Blue Jays. Big guy, 6'5", 245-pounder, 32 years old, from St. Charles, Illinois. Says he's a big Chicago Bears fan. Fastball away, count 1-0. He wears a size 17 shoe. That's where he generates that power from, just pushing off the rubber with those big feet of his. It'll be a 1-0. Ground ball hit down the first baseline, foul, 1-1. To put that in perspective, Percy's 6'5" and has a size 17 shoe. John Hunton, the closer, 6'9", he has a size 15 shoe. So Hunton is 4 inches taller, yet he's two shoe sizes smaller. It'll be a 1-1. Here to Galen. 4-3 Stormers lead, 1 out, top 9. Foul in the inning behind home plate, 1-2. Pinch hit grand slam by Kajimoto. I mean, that's one of those things that you just kind of dream about when you're in your backyard playing wiffle ball as a kid, to be the hero and get the pinch hit, walk up. It wasn't a walk up, but the pinch hit grand slam when you're down 3. It's an elimination game, and he comes through. The guy's not even a home run hitter. It'll be a 1-2. Low and away, count 2-2. The bullpen had just been so dominant. Two count, 1 out to Blake Galen, who's really just been silent in this series other than that magnificent 2-run home run in Game 1 against Maloney. Upstairs, count 3-2, and that's in large part because Somerset's been pitching around him. Galen has 2 walks already this evening. It'll be a 3-2. It's foul tipped in the middle of Donahue, strike 3, 2 away. The Somerset Patriots in the regular season had 7 walk-off wins. Look for number 8 next half inning. 2 outs, no one on. 4-3 Stormers lead. Once again, it'll be Dominguez, Eggleston, and Tucker due up. 8, 9, and 1 in the order. I presume Jason Urquidez, the closer, is warming up. Now, Urquidez pitched the first 2 games. He did not pitch last night. There is a righty warming up. I presume that's him. It is number 18, Jason Urquidez, who had 28 saves in the regular season. Foul tipped in the netting behind home plate, 0-1 here to Gardner. Well, Percy's showing you something that he can pitch in big spots. Patriots are out hitting the Barnstormers 8-7, but the all-important run column is what matters. 4-3. A pinch hit grand slam by Yusuke Kajimoto with 1 out in the 8th is the difference. Lefty pitcher, righty batter. The 0-1. 2 ex-big leaguers going at it. Swing and a miss, count 0-2. Drama here from TD Bank Ballpark. 4-3, Stormers lead. Top 9, 2 outs. It'll be an 0-2 here to Gardner. Gardner top 3 in the Atlantic League in home runs, batting average, and RBI. Led the league in total bases, led the league in extra base hits. He did have the 5th most strikeouts as he takes a ball inside. Count 1-2. Well, wouldn't it be fitting if this team won in walk-off fashion to go to the championship series? It'd be a lot of fun, I'll tell you that. It'll be a 1-2 here to Gardner. Fly ball in the infield. Johnny Tucker's there. He'll make the catch as we go to the bottom of the 9th. Patriots need 1 to tie, 2 to win. Will we have a Game 5? Will we go to a championship series? We've got to find out next here on SPN.TV and 1450 WCTC and WCTCAM.com.
The playoffs are here. We've worked all year to get to this point. 25 guys playing as one for one purpose.
To be crowned champions.
Because there's nothing like winning the last game of the season.
One shot at glory, winner takes all.
To give everything you got.
And leave everything out on the field.
Where heroes are made and legends are born.
A chance to take care of unfinished business.
To walk away from this game knowing that for that moment, you are the best.
To remind those who have forgotten who we are.
To lead the charge.
Walk-off wins in the regular season. They're looking for their first of the 2014 postseason. It's Game 4 of the Liberty Division Series. The Patriots lead this best-of-5 set 2-1. If Somerset does not score a run in this half inning, we would go to a Game 5 tomorrow at 1:05. If the Patriots score a run, we go to extras. If they score 2 runs, we're going to the championship series starting on either Tuesday or Wednesday of next week, depending upon if the Skeeters or Revs advance. The closer, Jason Urquidez, who had 28 saves in the regular season, is in the pitch. Urquidez suffered the loss in Game 2. He was the one that gave up the game-winning RBI double to Jake Fox at Clipper Magazine Stadium in the 11th. Due up for the Patriots in the bottom of the 9th as they trail by a run. It will be Dominguez, Eggleston, and Tucker due up. Jeff Dominguez has an RBI in each of the last 3 games. Game-tying RBI single in the 8th inning in Game 2. Game-winning home run in the 5th inning of Game 3. And he had a RBI single to make it 2-0 in the 6th inning here in Game 4. Jeff hitting .385 in the postseason with 3 ribbies. Righty pitcher, lefty batter. The pitch. Dominguez shows bunt, pulls back. It's a fastball away, 1-0. Jeff was in the 2-hole in game 1. He went hitless. Jody dropped in the 8-hole to take some pressure off of him, and he has been sizzling since. The 27-year-old out of Puerto Rico. The 1-0. Up and in, count 2-0. Left to right in the outfield, it's Garner, Golson, Galen. Left to right in the diamond, Batista, Rosario, Kajimoto, Jacobo, and the battery mate of the closer Urquidez is Castillo. The 2-0, low and away, 3-0. Jeff Dominguez can take a nap at home plate. Somebody get him a pillow. There's no way he's swinging on a 3-0 count with nobody out, nobody on. Bottom of the ninth, his team trails by one. On deck is Aharon Eggleston, who probably would sack bunt. The 3-0 is in for a called strike, count 3-1. If Dominguez gets on via single/walk/hit by pitch, I think Eggy would lay down a bunt. He's one of the better bunters on this team. Remember, Eggy didn't even start this game. He came in for Scott Kelly, hit a pinch hit RBI sac fly back in the 6th that made it a 3-0 ball game. The 3-1, low and in, he walked him. Dominguez coaxes a 5-pitch walk. And leadoff walks will always come back to bite you. Somerset was the most patient team in the regular season. They coached 465 walks, more than any other team of the 8 squads in the Atlantic League. 1 on, nobody out. The third baseman, Wilson Batista, is in on the grass. And here comes Aharon Eggleston, who's 0 for 4 in the series with an RBI sac fly and 2 walks. Let's see if he bunts here. He does show bunt. He pulls back. It's low and in, 1-0, and this is a good job by Eggleston. Just because you're asked to bunt doesn't mean you need to bunt on every pitch. If the pitcher's going to throw you balls, take some balls. And now with Dominguez getting on, that pretty much guarantees you Ty Wright's going to bat unless there's a double play hit into. And Ty Wright has been electric in this postseason. He's 8 for 15. He's in the hole. The 1-0 here to Eggy. Shows bunt, pulls back up and away, 2-0 the count. 6 of the first 7 pitches thrown by Jason Urquidez, the Tempe, Arizona native, have been for balls out of the zone. I think Eggleston takes a strike here. On deck is Johnny Tucker. Remember, in the season opener, Tucker hit a walk-off RBI double against the Ducks. How fitting would it be if he could bookend the start of the season to the end of the season? The 2-0. Eggleston shows bunt, pulls back. It's a called strike, count 2-1. Just nipped the inside corner. 4-3, Stormers lead, bottom 9, runner on first, nobody out. The difference in this game is a pinch hit grand slam by Yusuke Kajimoto with 1 out in the top of the 8th inning off Daniel Herrera. The 2-1 to the upright Eggleston. He shows bunt again, and he bunts it foul. Count 2-2. So now with 2 strikes, you probably have to let Eggleston swing right now. Now, we have seen Jody call upon the bunt with 2 strikes before. Eggleston glances over to the real Shane Spencer. Dominguez runs extremely well. He's the tying run on first. A double should tie this game up. 2-2 count here to Eggleston, an all-star from a year ago. And they glance over and check on Dominguez, nothing doing. Top of the order looms on deck, starting with Johnny Tucker. Aaron, 33 years old, from Las Vegas, Nevada. Righty pitcher, lefty batter, the 2-2. Eggleston is showing bunt with 2 strikes, and he gets it down the first base line. Fielded by Urquidez. Throw to first is going to be just in time. Wow, a 2-strike sack bunt for Aharon Eggleston. Gets the job done. He'll get some hugs and hand pounds from his teammates in the dugout as Domo goes to second with 1 out. And now Hobson's going to have some words here with Urquidez. Ty Wright had the 2nd most double plays hit into in the Atlantic League this season at 21. But I don't think you can intentionally walk Tucker to face Ty Wright, who's 8 for 15 in the postseason. 4-3 Stormers lead. Bottom 9, 1 out, tying run on second, and Johnny Tucker's at the plate. Tucker had 34 RBI in the regular season. Tucker is 1 for 4 this evening. Any ball hit to the outfield, the real Shane Spencer will tear his rotator cuff off to send Dominguez home. 4-3, Stormers lead, bottom 9, 1 out. Righty on righty matchup here. Urquidez against Tucker. The pitch. Inside 1-0. Urquidez faced Tucker on Thursday, and Tucker ended up popping up a bunt to the catcher. You're not going to be bunting now. The runner on second and 1 out. Pitch inside 1-0 count. Tucker led the league in walks last year with 67. He's a high on base guy. That's why he's the leadoff hitter. The straw that stirs this drink had the walk-off RBI double back on April 25th in Game 1 of 140. Ground ball to third, fielded by Batista. Throw across the diamonds in time. Dominguez is going to go to third after Batista releases the ball, and he makes it. So here comes Ty Wright. Wright is 1 for 3. He's 8 for 15 in the postseason. Now, you could walk Ty Wright to face Jake Fox. Fox did hit the RBI double off Urquidez on Thursday night. Wright worked a 4-pitch walk against Urquidez on Thursday night. Ty Wright hits .305 with runners in scoring position. He's 8 for 15 in the postseason. Runner on third, 2 outs. Patriots trail 4-3, bottom 9. Tying run 90 feet away, infield back plays to first. Will we have extras? Will this ball game be over? Are we going to go to a Game 5? A lot of permutations and combinations could happen right about now. First pitch to Wright. On its way. Inside corner for a called strike, 0-1. Remember, any pass ball or wild pitch, Domo's going to break for home, and he's going to score. So Urquidez really needs to trust the 6'4" catcher, Castillo, if he's going to bounce a breaking ball in the dirt and try and get Ty Wright to chase something. On deck is the reigning Atlantic League MVP, Jake Fox, who was the hero in Game 2. Will Yusuke Kajimoto's pinch hit grand slam in the 8th stand to be the difference, or will Somerset have other thoughts? The 0-1, upstairs, count 1-1. 4-3, Stormers lead, bottom 9, 2 outs with Ty Wright. He has hit safely in each of the 4 games in this Liber Division series. The Patriots lead this best-of-5 set 2-1. A single ties this puppy up at 4. The 1-1 here to Ty Wright. Swing and a miss on a good slider. Count 1-2, and now Somerset's down to their final strike. If Ty Wright gets out here, then we are going to a Game 5 tomorrow at 1:05. If Ty Wright gets a hit, the 9th inning continues, and then we possibly could have extras. Dominguez on third. He reached via walk, moved to second on a sac bunt, moved to third on a ground out. There's 2 outs and a 1-2 count to Ty Wright, who's 8 for 15 in the postseason. The 1-2 to the righty. Fouled in the netting behind home plate. We'll do it again. The 29-year-old from Tyler, Texas, looking to come through one more time for the red, white, and blue. He's this year's Corey Aldridge. In fact, it was exactly a year ago today where Aldridge hit the 3 home runs, including a walk-off, to win Game 3 of the championship series. It'll be a 1-2 to Ty Wright, who's 8 for 15 in the postseason, tying run 90 feet away at third. The 1-2 outside, count 2-2. This capacity crowd is on the edge of their seats. Both teams are on the top step of the dugouts on the first and third base lines. Patriots on the first base line. The Barnstormers are down the third base line. Deuce is wild here. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs with Somerset down a run. Ty Wright, the most consistent hitter in the lineup, is at the plate. Urquidez trying to notch his second save of the postseason. The 2-2. Hit into center field. On the run is going to be Golson. He makes the catch. A well-struck ball in the center, but Golson makes the catch. It's a pinch hit grand slam by Yusuke Kajimoto. That is the difference. The Patriots fall 4-3 in a heartbreaker in Game 4. We will have Game 5 tomorrow at 1:05. Winner goes to the championship series. Loser packs their bags. Somerset at a 3-0 lead heading into the top of the 8th inning, but the pinch hit grand slam by Kajimoto was the difference. 4-3 the final. Stormers win. Urquidez gets the save as the Patriots strand the tying run 90 feet away. So we're going to step aside when we come back. We've got some highlights for you. We will look ahead to Game 5. We don't know the pitching matchup, but we'll still talk about it, and we'll give out some well-deserved thank yous. Patriots lose a tough one, 4-3 in Game 4. Best of 5 series is tied at 2 on SPN.TV and 1450 WCTC and WCTCAM.com.
And lead the charge. Get those vouchers. Use them tomorrow. Gates open at noon. First pitch, 1:05 for the deciding 5th game of the championship series. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for being with us tonight. We hope to see all of you back here tomorrow at noon. Until then, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for being with us.
Okay.
And please arrive home safely.
I got to rewrite this whole thing. And for our viewers on SPN.TV, we thank you so much for tuning in. We will have TV coverage tomorrow beginning at 12:55 p.m. Eastern Time for Game 5 right here from TD Bank Ballpark. Want to thank our entire broadcast venue production crew led by Andre Lorenzo, Pat McManus, and Andy Slowecki. We will see you guys tomorrow on the internet stream at 12:55. Thanks for tuning in.